Hello, everybody, and welcome to Run the Flood, our weekly Shadowrun 5e game here on Table of Horrors. There's a camera messed up, but I'll fix that in a second. Alright, well, you know what? Cloudy's gonna be played by me for right now. I will fix that after a good old recap of what occurred last time. Last time we left off, our runners had to deal with one of Avira's spirit children stalking around Casino Eclipse, which Mojave proceeded to win over with a mixture of chameleoning and playing tag. That's about all I'm going to go into because that was insane, including booping the snoot and baby shark. No more baby shark. Please. As we begin here, all of you are sat out back at Frenzy's outdoor camp, as it were. You all, at least the last time, you had all discussed heading off to the large ziggurat that has pulled itself from the water. What would you all like to do?
What are we doing?
Wow, that was all crazy, and I'm very happy I was here for all of it.
Right. I'm really glad you were here for all of it too.
Yep.
Very insightful. You are. Okay. What is our plan? Do we have one? I mean, I know we talked about going to the ziggurat, but maybe we sleep first. Maybe, I don't know.
Hadn't we
What time,
talked
what time
about
of day is it? What time is it? Just real quick.
I'd say right now, though it's actually with the rainstorm, it's actually kind of difficult to tell exactly what time of day, but given that it is not pitch black, you can assume that it is somewhere around and the reason I'm saying this is that clocks are behaving a little bit strangely. But you're
That's right.
probably sometime afternoon, given how long you've been out during the day. You're not sure exactly how many hours of daylight you have left, but...
Okay.
And when was the last time we slept? Because it's been eventful.
Early this morning.
What? Yeah, a little while ago. We woke
Yeah,
up
I
2 sessions.
Yeah,
in like 6
But I
hours.
Yeah, I think it's been a little. It's been a little, but we were up early. Thunderclap, I think, is what woke us up.
Oh, you guys phoning it in? You're tired?
No, it's fine. It's just it's been a long day.
Hmm.
A lot has happened.
Sure.
So yes.
Can we actually go back to my apartment real quick so that way I can hold up Mana Fishbowl, drop this guy off, and
Oh
set up
yeah.
a thing?
Oh yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I
not
think
a problem.
that's what I was gonna say. Is I think we wanted to poke the pyramid, but first we wanted to. It was talk of looking for a place to stay aside from Cloudy's place. I don't know. Jay is with the wanting the fancy stuff.
Hey, his
Yeah.
lofty goals. I respect
Yeah.
it.
I think Jay is intent on getting another apartment, but that probably can be dealt with after we do our thing at the ziggurat.
Yeah, probably best to wait on that until after the
What are we?
looks around. Current crisis is a little bit less crisis.
Yes.
Crazy? Where are we right now? Are we outside of the casino, or were we in front of the ziggurat?
No, you are actually
No.
back at Frenzy's camp, which is in the remains of Freak Show Row.
Oh! Slow turn. Oh, yeah. I'm down for whatever you guys want to do. I'm amenable.
Okay, so let's go back to apartment so that you can put away your things, and then we'll go from there.
And when we get there, what is the intent in the ziggurat? Are we treasure hunting or finding, maybe, or
You know, what is our intent? Because I remember the thingamabob is what's
Yeah.
your faces.
Yeah, because if we're just going to go with no like overwhelming objective or directive, I could think of some other things we could do, like not go.
Especially because it's Mama Shark's triangle, and
Right.
So, pretty sure general goal there is to disrupt whatever's going on in the ziggurat.
Oh shit! You think you can do that?
No idea.
Well-
Couldn't tell you unless we're there, and I actually look at it.
Well, that is a good reason to go.
Recon, yeah, all right.
Yes, we are
Sure.
trying to gather information because, I mean, we figured out as much that something had to start all this, and she didn't just appear just because.
No.
Someone started it, you know, so.
Oh.
Enough to anger this guy, and, gestures towards the sky. So, simply to find out information. We go, we do little recon, little contact with other beings while we're there, and then we come back home. We'll figure out the plan from there.
Sure. I do
Probably
well with minimal contact.
Should try and do that because we've been running around a lot, and we should probably do that when we're fresh and prepared. And I should mix up some cocktails beforehand, get some little
Yes.
juice,
What?
get you some nice juice,
Whoa.
good juice.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yes.
It's like noon. I'm fresh. You're talking about day drinking?
Oh
No.
no, it's
Are you
it's
okay?
not. No, it's not alcohol. Mojave makes some like special healing stuff.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you had a fucking problem. Okay.
Oh, I got a few of them, but that's not one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty fresh. If you guys want to rest and have me do some legwork for you.
I mean, we're only going to drop off mana bowl with baby sharks in them.
Yeah, but how many people does it take to drop off a baby shark? One, maybe two.
Me, and then might take another hour to set up the thing that'll not leave it to die.
Sure.
And we might want to, I don't know what kind of prep we want to do before going into the evil shark triangle.
Yeah, give me a list. I can do things. I sure can't help with the baby shark. Unless you want
How
me to
about-
sit there and look beautiful, I can do that.
How about we go shopping list, okay?
Yeah.
Sure, give me it. Sure. I'll take a list and probably the new yen. I can get some of it, but until payday, I'm a bit
should-
thin.
Pack lunches to bring.
I
You
will
should
go
pack
with-
lunches. You said.
Yeah.
I will go with you to do
my
shopping. Mojave, the mages can be together,
Oh my god.
and then we will
Mojave.
meet up at the apartment.
What?
You got money?
In theory, yeah.
Party
Little
sub?
Sticks around here.
Chuck 100 new yen at you, and then
Yes.
digitally, naturally, because it's all
yeah.
digital.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, I have money, so I can help in paying for
Okay.
our things.
Now I also have some money.
Yeah, theoretically I have money, but
Sure.
I'm not entirely sure how these little stick things work.
Oh, let me see it.
Don't
Don't.
worry.
Never mind. I apologize.
I can take care of it. And you'd see her mismatched eyes kind of do the weird things that they do as she sort of like shifts over whatever amount Mojave wants to give for us to get things for them. Right, so a list. What do you need?
Lunch boxes, cold packs.
Yeah.
We're packing lunches, right?
Yeah,
Lunch.
we're gonna
One-
have a picnic in the evil shark triangle.
One party sub.
I will
right?
get. I will
4
get.
ways. 5 ways.
cooler.
Sorry.
I will get cooler. Okay, subs. Everyone is okay with the sandwich. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Ham would be
Okay.
quite tasty.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
ham sandwich. Okay, cheese. People like cheese, right?
Jordan, I love cheese. I love food.
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's new for me, so it's a fun experience getting to have. I've never had sandwich, so I'm very excited for this.
You have not had sandwich. This is your first one coming up?
Yeah. Yes. So at lab they
Wow.
didn't give me food. They hooked thing into my arm and fed me like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Hanging
I'll
out
be
with
honest,
these
ever
guys was
since
the first time I had food.
walked out of the desert, I've been living off mostly granola bars.
When you went to Solids, did you have problems?
No.
Never mind. One sub.
That's a
please.
very odd question. Okay. I write. I write.
When the snake monk asks about bowel movements, Jesus
I-
Christ. Or the
I'm
spiker
just-
monk asks the snake.
I'm just ignoring. I'm ignoring them because I don't know those. What
You-
does that mean?
There
know,
is so much of you. Do you need to eat like more than normal? Like, can you put a whole part of stuff away yourself?
Probably.
You are,
but I don't know. I haven't tested it out.
Can you do the thing the
Right.
snakes do where you unhinge your jaw?
Oh.
Hey, Softy, can I unhinge
Uh,
my jaw?
You've done it before, and yes, you can.
So Morningstar will unhinge their jaw. It'll look like they're
Oh.
just yawning, and then you just see the plates move, and they're just, and then it pops back into place. I am a
Nice.
snake.
Yeah. Well, I remember seeing you very big, very long, and I'm wondering, in that form, when your proportions are very dense and lacking in economy, do you need to eat like more than normal?
I don't know. I spent most of my life on 2 legs.
Well, how long-
And she looks down at her
Alright.
her bottom part, and she's like, "This is new." So
Okay.
yes,
The
aspects
legs?
of me were. Yes.
No.
Okay.
Remember,
I have
she never
legs.
turned back.
Yeah, I haven't shifted back, so I'm still just like snake bottom. But
And how long is she?
I think we said a total of like what, 12? 10, 12,
Shit.
something like that.
Hey, maybe get 2 party subs. 2
I'm fucking
entire
big.
party subs. Yeah, maybe. I think your caloric intake might be a bit higher right now.
Okay, and I like make this list, and I put 2 subs. Okay, any drinks that
maybe-
people would prefer?
I mean, water bottles work. Can't go wrong with water bottles. Also,
Right.
we should pick up some treats to throw at any little shark babies that we come across, because they're hungry. I don't think it would be
Jerky
enough, but
sounds
it
like
couldn't hurt.
extra jerky.
Yeah.
Actually, a very good plan.
I will need help, and I look at anxiety. Like, I'll need help because I don't know what jerky is, and so
Oh, sure.
I write down jerky.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. Anything else? Anything? Work-wise, not just food.
Work-wise.
Did you know any drams, Mojave?
Do you need like a refill on the medkit?
Yes. We almost certainly do.
Okay,
Sure.
I will. I will write down refill for medkit.
Am I getting? Someone complained about my phone. Am I getting?
Oh yes, you need a new phone. I will help you with this. This is
Sure.
something I'm good at and understand. So we get
Okay,
you a new
sure.
communication device.
As long as I can text you guys in the middle of whatever we're doing.
Oh, what we're getting you, you don't have to text. You would just whisper. And if I can mess with it a little bit, you might just have to think it.
In my case, you're better off just yelling for me. Just,
Oh yeah, Mojave doesn't have phone. He can't.
yeah. I don't know how those things work, and also it's real hard when, I'm not super good with the letters.
You don't know how technology works?
No.
In
In my defense, I was a bird.
Right, I remember that. You were a bird.
Yeah, I was
Holy
a
shit.
bird.
Do you go nuts for peanut butter?
What?
Do you go nuts for peanut butter?
I
One of our
What's
neighbors has peanut butter on like rocks for the birds sometimes.
You know, I
Like peanut butter?
don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna get a bird
Add
feeder.
peanut
We're gonna see what happens.
Test this out.
Okay. Yeah,
We're
sure.
gonna get some.
You know, they're not on rock. Okay.
Okay. All right. I will write down a new phone for anxiety.
Yeah, it sounds like we're getting like a bunch of silly shit and then like a phone and like some medkit
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, I don't. Well, I don't know. Does anyone else need anything like serious stuff for like recon things or anything like that?
I don't think so.
Rope, fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got my nice little bag with a whole bunch of just stoof. But I
Yeah,
mean, rope
Mojave's
is always useful.
Rummaging
I mean-
through his bag, like, do I need things? I don't know. I mostly just keep random crap in here, so it's hard to know what else to put in here until it's in front of me.
Yeah, rope's good. A 10-foot pole.
Okay,
Garbage
Nice.
bags,
I write that down.
Ball bearings.
duct tape.
Ball bearings.
Ball bearings. Yeah,
I can see it. Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
I'd like to see a shark that size corner on ball bearings.
Yeah. Uh huh.
My-
Yeah. Scatter
promise
them
you.
around, and he just goes, "Whoa!"
Yeah,
Okay.
good for chucking them in dark holes to see how long it takes for the ping, 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 ping.
Bro.
They're very useful.
Yeah, you could throw them at people, distract them.
Sure. Annoy people on the bus.
Yeah. Also, they're real
Drop
shiny.
one under the seat. They're gonna roll around for days. No one will ever find it.
And they're shiny.
They're shiny.
With my list in hand, I will take anxiety with me to the store.
I guess they're
So-
leaving me with you, Claddy.
Mm-hmm.
So
If
then
you're
I-
gonna be mixing up your stuff while I set up my nice little lodge, so that way this little fish has a place to kind of sit without just dying for lack of mana exposure. Yeah.
I mean, the way's my stuff shelf life, I'm probably not going to be mixing anything up till tomorrow morning, or at least until immediately before we head out. But yeah, inventory
Or
is
not.
all I'll do.
Are we not heading out? When they
I
get
don't
back
know,
to
but
the
I'll
club?
do it immediately before we leave. Because you said it's going to take you like an hour to set things up, but I'll do it like when there's a little bit of time left.
Okay. Okay.
So, just so that the GM can be aware of what's going on in the basic apocalypse, two of you are going to go to Malward.
Yes. we have to get refills on our med kit. Okay, that's the most important thing. Also, a new telecommunications device for anxiety, because the flip phone is not going to work.
And lunches, because we're
Well-
having a picnic.
We'll see how much of the shit is already rated and whether there's any toilet paper or gallons of water left. I mean, lunch supplies is usually a second in the apocalypse.
The actual primary things are the refilling on medkit and the communication device.
So
Yeah.
the snake and the spider are skittering off into the city.
Yes.
And then the two mages are headed off to make a lodge.
Basically. Well, reset up the lodge, because I had built one, the other one took down.
You're gonna
I
reset
hadn't
it
had
up
the
in
chance to
your
set it back
apartment.
up. Mm-hmm.
Alright. Well, because I think the shopping trip might take slightly longer, we're going to spinning logo head to the
Banana.
Cloudy's apartment, where you and Mojave have arrived, and you may go about setting up your lodge and releasing your baby shark into the safe zone.
Yippers. and maybe just poke and prod and do other little things. Kind of like, okay, are you actually good? Testing. Can I let you out of the bowl? X, Y, and Z. After it's all set up. So yes.
Mojave's generally just trying to make himself helpful and not be in the way. But he is trying to make himself helpful in a way that probably will get in the way because Mojave.
Hey, take this thing, like shove in a general direction, be like, put that over there, and this other thing over here. Well, he does his best to make it so you're just not sitting in the corner, just like, don't want that.
Yeah.
While this is going on,
Definitely some moments of like, wait, is this upside down? Is this, how do I get duct tape to do it on the wall?
Just there's already the tape on it. Just stick it there, and if it's just wherever it is, no, just wherever you feel is kind of good, where it's not like pulling on it, stick it right on there.
Okay.
in the background, the baby shark is rolling around the floor like it's in a hamster ball, just swimming around in little figure eights.
Hey, Havoc, you distracted. Go play with the fish.
Oh, Havoc, don't spook the fish. It might try and eat you.
No, go play with it. Make friends.
Havoc appears and doesn't say anything immediately, but just makes a motion in Vaguely Cloudy's direction with his wing and does sort of a come on motion before jumping down. Podley then proceeds to manifest and join him in the endeavor of what can be only described as a kickball tournament with the mana barrier. Which,
I'm trying to
of all things, the shark does not seem to mind.
Yeah, little fishies like to play.
So are you telling me this rainbow crow spirit is trying to play soccer with me with the tiny little mana ball that I control with my brain?
I was trying to play with Podley, but yes.
Oh! That makes more sense. Yep,
No,
okay.
it's the two birds.
Potly is good.
Yeah, us
Yep,
with the
never
thumbs,
mind.
we're busy setting up the lodge, but they are
Yeah,
small.
yeah.
They can play with the little fish baby on its own ground, on its own terms.
And I may or may not cheat slightly. Maybe. Depending... Actually, no. No, I won't.
Also, it's
Coach
two
has got
birds
this.
kicking a ball around with a fish in it. What is cheating? There are no rules here.
It's... your goddamn crow will find a way. But yeah, okay, that is an heckin' adorable scene.
You say that, Cloudy, and I just imagine that's like, if this conversation is being had between the birds, that's where suddenly they start playing this game not on the floor but on the wall. Don't ask me how.
They're spirits with magic and a spirit ball. They may or may not decide to just be like, no. This room isn't big enough.
Yes.
This room isn't big enough, the ceiling has to be involved. By the time the lodge is done, they are in fact playing basically goalie as this shark continues its swimming. And the shark gets away from one of them, goes careening into the kitchen, bounces around a couple times, and comes to a very gentle roll with the shark looking a little bit dizzy right next to your feet as you've finished your lodge. I assume you would
All
like
right.
to take the shark and then put it away in the lodge.
The lodge is basically most the size of the apartment, because it is a small apartment, and it effectively acts as a mana barrier, just holding things in. So yes, it is free.
As you
It's free.
release the small mana barrier around the shark, it goes rolling out, and you'll see that it has collected enough magic from the mana barrier itself that it is no longer simply a shark. It now has 4 legs with small paws, and it is able to stand up.
Well, guys got feet.
Oh no, it's cute. It has little feetsies.
It
Do
seems
you
a
think
bit...
I am not on all fours, like puppy wrestling with this thing?
It does take a minute for it to seemingly kind of get used to its feet. And once it's stable, it is more than happy to puppy wrestle with you. Very sharp baby shark teeth. It also seems to then proceed to try to get revenge by playfully chasing Havoc and Poltley around the apartment.
As is right.
And because of the mana barrier, they can't escape. Frickin' A. Okay.
I would like to congratulate you on your adoption of your new shark puppy. It is your job to love and care for him. Please make sure you feed him. You may name him whatever you wish.
yeah. I'll get back to you on that.
Of course.
My immediate first thought is, how about Jim?
No.
Not Jim the shark. With
I don't know, it's got a ring to it.
with those lines about the mentions of Jim the shark, we're gonna spinning logo back over to Anxiety and Morningstar arriving at a slightly deserted shopping area with a mall wart and a few electronics stores.
Is it open? Are there employees, or are we looting?
Well, it is the apocalypse. You are in fact looting.
I go to the electronics store.
I think they're closed.
I just look over my shoulder at him with this like and expression.
I mean, I think that are closed.
Okay.
But did they
We still
vein feed
need
you
our-
crime as well?
No, but we need our stuff.
Okay. Well, we want our stuff.
When you are injured and need healing, you want us to have those things. It's important. And new phone would be helpful, so you don't have to look down while you text. You can just speak.
Okay, and when Knight's Errant runs up and a snake and a spider are got a bit too much dip on their ship in the parking lot and they open fire on us, what happens then?
Aren't you stealthy?
Sure, but not with my arms full of a party sub and some coolers and some other bullshit.
We don't need to get party stuff. That's a little
Just a
crazy.
phone, just some medical stuff, just work stuff, yeah?
Just work stuff. That'd be probably a lot easier to get anyway. Most people have probably picked clean the food.
I will sit over here and pretend I don't know you and keep watch, because I am not going to be stealing things, because I have enough shit going on with social stigma without me looting Walmart.
Shame. And I will fucking make my way to the electronic store first.
Oh yeah. Going into the store, a lot of stores nowadays tend to have these because really the only reason you need human employees at all is, just to vaguely watch cameras or make sure machines don't break down. Yeah, there's electronic checkouts and all of them are functional.
Beautiful. I know that homie thinks I'm out here committing crime, but I'm truly not. I'm going to find him the appropriate communication device, and then I will pay for it.
we're gonna say it's not too difficult to, and we can work the money out later because I don't feel like searching through that many pages. You're able to
Yay.
find a decent communicator and another subvocal mic if you would like.
Yes, please.
And I believe that's everything you'd need from the electronics store.
Yes, it is. And I come out with a bag and a receipt. You know what I mean? Like, I just come out looking very, like, normal. And then I make my way to... I pause for a moment to be like, do you want to come? And then if he doesn't move, then I will go into the mall.
Were you able to find somebody or something?
Oh, everything's electronic in there. So I just use the
Oh,
check
wonderful!
out.
I rarely have the money to.
I
That's
understand.
fantastic.
Anyway, before we go inside, here, and I very quickly help him like put on the.
Oh, sure. What the fuck? Oh.
Yeah. And then I put the mic where it needs to go and all that, and then calibrate it to have our numbers, like the group's numbers, except obviously Mojave's. Stuff, and then I will, like, with my, being what I am, I just send, like, little snake emoji for him to receive. Tell me when you receive it.
You'll receive it immediately.
How am I perceiving this?
Well, it's an emoji, so I assume it's on your phone.
Oh, I am using my phone. Hey! Alright.
Yeah.
Hello.
But now,
Okay.
when you make a call, you don't have to hold phone up, so your hands are free.
Oh.
Yes. Because of
Wow.
these.
That was very expensive. Here, I'll send 100 yen over. That's not mine to help offset the expense.
Amazing.
That is-
Just go.
That is the shopping budget I was given, so it is yours.
Thank you. I just put that money, like, back in Cloudy's account because I'm like, we're a team. We just help each other out. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, thank you, and I put it back. But yeah, then we'll go to Malwart and get the med kit stuff that we need.
Oh yeah, you head into Walmart, and obviously it's gigantic, and you are so happy to see that there is a Domway. Instead of a subway, there is a Domway inside the Walmart.
I appreciate that
Oh.
so much, actually.
The face palm I just did. You
Yep.
cannot see
Yep.
because I do not have a camera, but the
Oh,
face palm
it's
I
good.
just did.
I'm
there-
feeling
You
it.
know what? I appreciate it. I think it was great. It was great timing.
Is there a Subanos too?
Yeah, there's
There
a
probably
Subanos.
is.
a Domway and a Subanos,
Subanos,
just
yeah.
right next to each other. Okay. Just
So,
had to
are
make
you
sure.
you're a Domway kind of girl or a Subanos?
I don't know. I've not had anything I had either Jace has made or we went to a restaurant once and we had like steak and that was nice and some pasta, but
Oh,
yeah.
great. Let's see which one is cheaper, probably. Right?
Well, which one do you want?
The cheaper one.
I'm staring at him very hard, like that's not what I asked you.
He smiles at her and grew up with food scarcity.
No, but like same sort of. But I'm like, you didn't answer my question. That's not what I was asking you.
Yeah. I did. I answered. You don't like. Look, don't answer. Don't ask me questions if you don't want the answer.
Okay,
about
so
that?
here's my thing. Okay,
Uh-huh.
look, first off, calm down. I'm not attacking you. Second, if you could choose one or the other, and money is not an issue, which one would
Sure.
you choose?
The cheaper one.
God, you are incredibly stubborn. Okay, I will just fucking march my ass into the...
So you're saying you want the more expensive one. That is what you are saying.
No, I wanted to know, like, taste-wise, because, like, I've never had either of these, and you clearly have, and so I was like, which one is the better flavor? But you decided to make it about money, but it was not about money, so
No,
it's fine,
no,
whatever.
No, the cheap one.
I I don't know which one that would be.
So someone knows.
Oh, okay, so then I guess that's where we're going.
Hmm.
I would go with that.
You go to the dumb way, but I mean the meat sits out for a bit. It's
Oh,
kind
that's
of-
gross.
It's very oof, yeah.
Okay.
But it's all
I don't
soy,
want
but
that.
I don't want my soy to be, crusty like a
Oh,
cake.
but-
It's been out for a little too long.
Ew.
Just a little bit of oxygen in the surface layer, and then it's like it's
That
rough.
sounds bad. That sounds very bad. I don't like
Yeah.
it. Okay, yes, let's go to this other place. What do they have here? And I'm like looking at the menu now that we're inside.
So it's a pizza joint.
Rissa knows, but Morningstar's like, "What's a pizza?"
It's gonna have some soy pizzas.
Yeah.
They actually
Sure,
got some
where-
pastas
hey.
too and some sides.
Hey, don't worry. We're still getting a sandwich.
Oh, do they sell that here?
It's called a stromboli. It is, in fact, a pizza sandwich.
I would like to try it, please.
It's pretty fucking good.
Okay,
Fucking good.
Getting a strombo.
I will trust you. So we get strombolis for everybody.
Yes. Right.
Okay. And okay, that's good, I guess. I don't.
Yes. Nothing with ricotta cheese. Nothing.
Oh, is ricotta
I'll
cheese
fight.
bad?
It's a bit like someone chewed cheese up and then just shit it on your plate. In both flavor and consistency.
So anyway, while you're here,
Wow.
one of Elvira's kids breaks through the wall.
Stop, please! He didn't
Yeah.
mean it!
Yes. No, I meant
BST
it.
will not take cheese slander, apparently. That's where the line is drawn.
I will not
Well.
have cheese slander on my streams.
I also like.
Ricotta cheese is more
Anyway.
like cud than cheese, but yeah.
Okay.
Tell us your opinion on cottage cheese. Just regale us. Regale us.
I am.
If it's in
Yikes.
something, it's not bad. On its own, no.
Okay.
Someone wants to see one of Elvira's kids again. Someone wants to play Baby Shark up in here.
I don't. Okay, don't listen to him.
But like the good cheeses, I'm here for the mozzarella, the parmesan, all that.
Okay.
Not the stuff that someone
Romano.
pre-chewed for me.
The gorgonzola.
Yes, I will chew my own food.
will Place the order
Parmesan.
for our strombolis. Yes.
So, other than your incorrect cheese slander, you gain your strombolis instead of calzones, as that's
Thank
the only
you.
difference. It's ricotta
Yeah.
cheese.
That's right.
Yes. Okay.
And
Okay, now. Oh, go ahead.
you will easily be able to find the pharmacy section.
Beautiful. Yeah,
And-
when I'm there, I slither.
I'd like you both to roll perception.
Okay, I have points in this
Jesus.
now.
About fucking time, you know?
It's not much, but I have them. Hey, I did pretty good.
Well,
Nice.
It's amazing what 1 point will do.
well, both of you
Amazing. Yeah.
both of you are able to catch notice as you are basically, proper rating the pharmacy section, finding everything you'll need to shove inside the med kit. That back where the pharmacy section is, you can see that the door, there's a back door over there, is off its hinges and on the floor. And there is a shelf
good.
that has been pushed over.
Huh.
You want to check it out with me?
Sure.
Great. And I fucking.
You-
bloop, bloop.
Do you want me to? Okay, we're just going then.
Do you want to go first?
I mean, if we want to be careful, you're a bit caked up right now.
Oh, that's right. Okay. I'll wait here then, and you just let me know. And I point to the little mic.
Breaking it in. Sneaky.
Roll sneaking.
Amazing.
Sneaky.
That's the sound of sneaking for sure.
That is the sound of sneaking. Let me roll the dice. Jesus Christ. Yeah, no, you're good. You are able to sneak your way carefully over the counter and back and towards the back door. It doesn't take you but a few steps to where you can see into the back room that not only are there many large containers, like these are the containers that the pharmacist would open to put out prescriptions, are scattered among the ground, and there is clearly a red substance spattering most of them.
Okay, I assume this is not Schmuckers. It's like, slink forward and give it a little dab, sniff. It's not grape. It's not strawberry. It's people.
Yes, it's definitely people.
Uh-oh.
And getting close enough to dab and touch it, you can hear grotesque crunching noises from the very far back.
Okay. We're reporting live from the back of the pharmacy, very quietly, to one person as we go.
Is everything okay?
No, not really.
Do you have eyes?
Listen. Just hold the phone out. Like,
I'm listening.
did you hear the fucking
Do I hear
crunch?
do I hear the bone crunching?
You know what? It's probably loud enough that I'll let the phone pick it up.
Yeah, I don't think that's potato sticks.
Oh no, they
Yeah,
ate the
it's-
doctors.
I
Okay,
fucking guess so. It's probably a shark. What do I do?
it might be a shark, and if it's a shark, you just step out of the room, just as sneaky as you went in,
Sure.
and we just are gonna give it some space.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna do.
Hands free. I'm slinking along.
I'd like you to roll perception again for me, Anxiety,
Careful. Sure.
as you turn to leave.
Oh help!
Anxiety, as you turn to leave, you continue your slinking out towards the counter. And you don't catch sight of it until it is too late. But you step down before going over the counter again, and you realize you step on something kind of sharp. And then it moves.
No!
You have stepped on the tail of a very small shark puppy that seemed to have been sleeping under the counter.
Oh.
Oh no!
And it lets out a yelp. And you immediately hear the crunching noises in the back stop.
Oh.
No!
Okay, so you're not going to believe this.
Okay. What is it?
I haven't stopped sneak waddling. So I stepped on a baby, and the mother, or the father, or the, I don't know, trusted guardian is probably on the way right now.
You what? I like am
And
whisper yelling.
And I'm just crawling up the wall the moment I get outside the door, like, best of luck, bud. Just
Jesus Christ! I am.
fucking leave. Jeez it. Get out of here. Save
Roll.
us from bully.
Two things. Anxiety roll sneaking, and Morningstar,
Oh,
you
sure.
either can straight up just start running, or you can try to roll sneak and hide in the aisles.
I don't have a single sneak. I am not a sneaky person.
You are not a
I'm
sneaky
not- that's-
snake. Despite the name,
That's not
a
what I
sneaky
meant.
snake.
Made. I'm not made for that. I'm made for like assassination of the technology kind.
You sneak through the web.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you. Would you like to try hide, go AR, see if you can find something? Would you like to run away?
Well, okay. So first things first. When it comes to sneaking, what do you need? Like, what would the default stuff be?
Defaulted agility, limited by physical.
I mean, my agility's not horrible. Okay. I'm gonna drop into AR. I basically just blink and I'm in. Do I see anything that will be helpful to me in this endeavor? I know that they are magic sharks, but
There are 3 cameras that are right near you. One pointed
Okay.
outside the pharmacy, one checking the office, and one in the back room. You may hack, or you may
Okay.
try to hack any of them, but you are currently on a time limit.
okay.
But as you are in Matrix, you are at the speed of thought.
Yeah. So I am gonna try and hack the camera so I can get eyes on this thing, so I know like what's coming after us. It's a 4.
Well, I will easily allow you to get into the host and get to those cameras. You can see that in the back, currently making a rather slow and lumbering way out, is if one of the shark puppies that doesn't seem to, at least this one did not form the same way as its brothers and sisters, as it only has 2 front legs. Entire back half is a shark tail, so it's moving much slower than, say, the
Okay.
4-limbed ones. But it is rather large, and it is, crashing shelves to the side. You can definitely see what was its meal, and the very stained and torn white coat of a pharmacist. An
Yeah,
unfortunate
I-
pharmacist.
I will whisper that information to Anxiety so that he knows what this thing looks like, and that it's slower. And then I am going to fucking. I guess I'm gonna like hide. I don't know. I'm. My intent is to run, but I don't want to leave Anxiety by himself in this place. So, sort of, I'd like to run, but not out of the building. You know.
I'll let you try to
Echoes
run
shocking.
behind one of the aisles.
What shall I roll to do so?
I mean, this is not, unless you're trying to do some sneak. This is just you running
Oh.
out before this thing can come around to see you.
Yes. That's what I'll do then. I'm just running to the next place that I can go where it won't
Yeah.
see me.
It's not hard to quickly run out the way before this thing comes towards the counter. The whole time you can hear the small pup making barking noises. Though they sound a bit muffled, like they're underwater, is the best way to put the sound this thing makes. The larger one in question doesn't really go over the counter as much as it goes through it,
That is
crashing
concerning.
most of it away. Most of it was built from plywood, so this thing just sort of bites right through it. Anxiety, you are currently up on the wall. It doesn't have the ability to look up, as it has no neck. And it does not currently see Morningstar.
Yeah. I'm Slav squat, but it's horizontal.
Yeah.
And over the thing, just, what the fuck are you doing? Get out of here. I'm fine.
But what if it eats you?
What? I don't think it knows I exist right now. What are you talking about?
Oh.
I'm being stealth. I'm super sneaky boy. You're the
Okay.
only one in danger right now.
Okay, well, whatever, fucking sneaky guy.
I would have also accepted cool guy or handsome guy, but leave. Get out of here.
You haven't earned those things yet. And then I fucking I leave.
You go slithering out very quickly.
Yeah. I'm just till
So,
I'm out the door.
even if you're not trying to sneak, I will need you to default on agility.
Okay, that's fine. Agility limited by physical? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
As you try to slide quickly across the floor without the big brother seeing you.
It's not fucking great, to be honest with you.
See if this thing fucks up.
Did I do? I hope I rolled that right. Oh well.
Yes,
not
remember
great.
that
what
default
I know.
minuses 1 out of your dice pool.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Okay. You get pretty far. You're about 50 feet from the door when you hear that small barking again, but fairly close to you. And then you hear the roar. If you were to turn, the small puppy has seen you and is now standing about 20 feet from you, barking rapidly, sort of like a small yappy dog getting something out of its territory. And it is summoning the bigger one. Anxiety, you watched the whole thing. The bigger one seems very slow and not even looking, while the smaller one is much more aware and quickly caught sight of Morningstar running away and began chase.
I am not. I cannot magically
we're
play
in a-
with this fucking.
We're in a Malwart, right? Can I just dislodge a fucking ceiling panel? Just discus whip it towards fucking little baby shark.
Yeah,
I mean, it's manifested, right?
yeah? Sure.
Not even trying to hit it. Not even trying to hit it. Just like a closer moving thing that is vaguely frisbee like go puppo go.
Fuck it,
I don't wanna fucking hurt
sure.
it. You know?
I will allow you to yeet this thing. Not me totally trying to remember how to throw an object.
This is a new experience for Morningstar. Normally, the puppy would be dead.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah, TV back there fucking blasting the mom.
Yep.
I don't know what a thrown weapon is.
I couldn't tell you.
Cloud Boy?
This may be a thing that you just be like, this is what you do because I'm
Default
DM.
physical to yeet.
Yeah, it may be.
I'll let you roll your unarmed combat for it.
Oh,
Because that's about as... That roll is about what I could think for it. I think throwing is a different skill, but I don't remember what it is.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Alright. 4 hits.
Heads or tails?
I'm not the one about to get got. Call it.
Fucking tails.
Nice. Did
The
it?
panel...
Because she's all tail.
The panel slams into the ground next to the baby shark. It stops barking for a moment, turning towards the ceiling panel that just shattered, staring very confused, probably processing what is ceiling panel.
Right. So as that's happening, can I hide? I mean, get around the baby shark.
Well, the baby is behind you. You can keep running for the door.
Oh, for whatever reason I thought it was like on the side. You know what I mean? But like in front of me, that's fine. Then I'll run. Yeah, I'm fucking out.
Yeah, you can get to the door. The larger shark has not stopped running, or well, aggressively waddling.
Yeah.
Its size
Alright,
is
where's
probably
that
the
guy
only thing
going?
allowing it to move quickly. Oh, it's still moving towards the small one.
Oh, well, that's fine, because they could discuss what the fuck a ceiling panel is
Ceiling panel.
as we both leave.
Yeah, Anxiety, I assume you're gonna just crawl along the wall and get out the front.
Yes.
I don't
totally
have
got it.
high knees, and I'm very like
I'm not
Knees.
used to having it. Well, that's exactly what I mean. Like normally she'd be high knee in it. You know what I'm saying? But she's just got this snake bottom, and she's like, "This is the weirdest." She's like holding the fucking Stromboli and the fucking medkit, just like I don't know.
Looking like a fucking Mario brother on his way to save somebody.
Full speed. So as you full speed snake out the front door. Anxiety, you will come out a little while after that. And if you both would like to get the fuck out of here, you can, because you will start to hear the roaring again, along with the small barking.
I mean,
Once
so
we're
my
out.
question then becomes, how many people who didn't do anything to anybody are nearby?
There's no one nearby.
Oh, yeah,
Deserted
fuck.
here.
Hell yeah. We place an anonymous call to somebody, and then we leave.
Yeah.
There's a shark
guess
in the
I-
Walmart.
Yeah.
I just got the mental
Probably.
image of the anonymous call, just baby shark do 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 do.
I just put out a signal of baby shark that pings at the Walmart.
Yes.
Yeah.
At this point,
As
I
a
think I need
warning
to
to
play it through the
anybody?
streets.
Probably. But yeah.
You both-
I will send warning.
You both have managed to. You both have managed to get away from this pair of sharks, at least for now. And you may head back to the apartment.
Okay. Wonderful.
And whenever you do arrive back at the apartment, you will walk into a scene of a small, not dissimilar from the one you just escaped from, small shark puppy chasing two birds around a room, including up walls and onto the ceiling. Running around like a demented wiener dog.
Yeah, I just blink. A similar shark just tried to kill me. You know? Like, I don't know how I feel. So, once I managed to, like, wiggle my way into the apartment, which is exponentially harder because he's got carpeted floors. So, I'm like, this is...
It's like hitting soft sand on a bike. You just fucking stop.
Yeah, I'm just like, fuck. But yeah, eventually it'll be like, we got Stromboli. I don't know. Yes, here we go. And then I also put down medkit stuff.
As you arrive and sit down for stuff, Midori begins to join in the random chasing of animals and birds and sharks. Oh my.
My baby!
A good time here.
Yes. There was a shark eating people at the store.
Oh, that's not
Actually
good.
true.
That's
Yeah.
not good.
Ate the physicians that were there, or rather the pharmacist. But you know, there was a baby. There was a little baby one that tried to. It was like an alarm, and it let the other one. The other one only had tail and 2 arms. That's it. It didn't form like the others did.
When you say arms, were they like people arms?
They were like the front paws, like the other ones have.
Did it have like fingers, or are they like dog paws?
Softy?
I'm gonna go with. Think like smooth dog paws. They still have
They
sharp
don't
skin.
have. Yeah,
so
they
like
don't have like
little flippers, but like shaped of the paws. Just
Yes.
Yes.
They
Because
don't.
I'll be honest, when you said it only had the 2 arms, I was just picturing a real buff shark.
so
Kind of.
basically, it was wiggling forward on little flippers,
Yes.
Yes.
like a seal.
Like a seal.
And the
Yeah,
small
that makes
ones.
a lot more sense, because I was
s-
just picturing just absolutely ripped shark, and it was a
Yeah.
real weird mental image.
The little ones don't make tippy tappy noises when they run around. They make plat plat noises.
It's so cute. Oh my god. Yeah. So that's what. But we came out. We're fine. You know.
I'm
it wasn't too crazy.
I'm glad
Oh my
that's
God.
good.
Are you okay?
It happened.
I'm not drunk, I promise.
He just glitches sometimes.
It sounds like you've been hitting the sauce a bit there, Oni-chan.
Huh?
He's not drunk. That's just how he sounds.
Yeah.
Sometimes his brain glitches.
Yeah.
It's difficult. Cut him some slack. He's only been around for like 2 years. He was a bird.
It's true. And I'm also. So you got the magic-y thing, right?
Which one?
It's magic-y stuff. You know how you do that thing sometimes where you can just see.
Sure.
Yeah, I just do that, just like all the time, and it's real distracting.
Oh, why? Stop
I
that.
don't know. I can't.
You can't.
You
I mean, I can
can't?
for a little bit, but like, I'm just
Oh.
seeing stuff, man, all the time.
Oh. That's pretty crazy.
That's why he sounds like that, and why sometimes his brain stutters.
Your fucking brain misfires like an old pickup truck sometimes because you
Yeah.
can't turn your eyes off.
Yeah, I got 1 foot in the astral and 1 foot here. Let me tell you.
Oh, of all
That's
things
right.
unholy. Oh, I'll pray for
It's-
you.
Yeah, it's real shiny.
Okay.
tell
You
you
tried closing your eyes?
Well, that's how he makes himself not visible in the astral. But I don't think you ever stop seeing in the astral.
It's
With your
real
eyes
weird.
closed? Your
I
eyes
mean,
are
there's like
closed.
seeing, and then there's like seeing, you know.
These are maybe it's a skill issue or a bird thing. I have never heard of this, so.
Huh.
But it's also not like your
You know,
main
pretty-
thing, right?
What? What'd you say?
It's not like you're a special. You don't specialize in seeing things. You're the cook.
No, I'm mostly a doctor.
He's healer.
Yeah,
But you do that with cooking.
I guess you could call it that. Sure.
So you're a cook.
It's more like alchemy than like cook.
So you're a cook.
Okay, yeah, I'm a cook. All right,
Yeah.
magical cook.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Just don't ask me to make like food, cause my approach is usually just what feels right in the moment, and
This whole time he's been like plating up and cutting out Stromboli, and once the box is empty, he just turns and just bashes Mojave over the head with it, completely harmlessly, with this empty Stromboli box.
what was that for?
Percussive maintenance.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, it didn't help.
Shit. Oh well. Toss
No,
it toward the
but the-
trash can.
You attempt to toss it towards the trash can, and the shark comes by and just takes it. Just bites it
that's
right out of the
amazing.
air and runs away with it.
Ooh. That's probably fine.
Appreciate the thought, though.
High five.
When
then.
Morningstar is like, what the fuck?
It was very like Big Brother, Little Brother energy. Just like whack.
yeah,
With a completely harmless thing that was more shocking and loud than anything.
yeah.
Yeah, and just there was the moment of like, shut up, what? And then, oh no, okay, I'm fine, we're fine. Oh yeah, no, I understand
I
completely.
saw you buffer for a minute there.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can't. If I really think about it, I can pull it together and focus and sound like a sane person. But like most of the time, when we're at home,
Maybe it's like hiccups. Maybe a good spook. Maybe we can scare you at some point, right? 'Cause when it comes to magic shit, it's sometimes dumb shit and MacGuffins that
I mean, that's a
fix things.
theory, but I'll tell you that if scaring me was what would make it stop, I'd have stopped a long time ago.
Hmm.
I've had some spooks.
Mana and Gold tried to
Well, she looked at you.
Yeah.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah, it was. It is.
Who?
Mananangol, she is big blood
Man-
spirit manifested in
Oh
body.
yeah, so she's real bad. She's magic, and also she's been kidnapping people, a lot of kids, and doing horrible magic-y things with people that
Kids.
involve blood and guts and bad stuff.
Isn't that kind of, cliche?
I guess she
Yeah. Yes.
she's
Yes.
trying to make
Ah.
perfect soldiers.
Out of kids?
Yeah.
Yes, she kidnaps them as children, makes them fight to prove themselves, and she modifies them until they are perfect.
Oh.
And also, she had a
Fear.
whole big vat full of weird blood spirit worms.
Yes,
There's a bunch of worms, huh?
A lot of worms. Real bad news.
they
Sits
possess
down and just
eat
starts-
you from the inside.
He just starts shredding Stromboli.
I'm like poking
Interesting.
Stromboli, trying to decide how do I approach eating this thing, and then I will attempt to nibble on it. And if I like it, then my jaw just unhinges and I shove the Stromboli in my mouth.
No. He's full waving his arms to stop you. No. Fucking
Huh?
chew it. Chew it so you can enjoy the flavor.
Take smaller bite.
Yeah. You just mash it around for a while and you get to taste it.
Small bites.
It does taste good. I like
That's
it.
where Mojave stops inhaling his and is like, yeah, no, okay, yeah, I'm capable of eating like a person too. Yep, we're
What the
yep.
fuck?
Meanwhile, Cloudy's eating like a civilized person. Takes a tiny little pepperoni, just. Come here, Finnegan. Come here.
It's Finnegan. Stop it. I love
he
it.
immediately like sat all the way up, doing the full like beg pose, tails wagging.
Hmm.
In the background, Midori is cleaning up the leftovers of the cardboard box he destroyed, because he is still a cleaning drone at his heart.
I love him so much, my baby. Yeah. I'm attempting the small bite endeavor. And the Stromboli tastes good. But I kind of hate that I can't just fully consume it.
Look, there's some
Snake in
things.
me is like, just eat it.
If you dislike something, you speed your way through to get it over and done with. If you like something, you make it last longer. Right?
It takes me a really long time to digest food. So
What
it stays
the
with me
fuck
for a while.
does that have to do with how long you taste it for?
I don't. Okay. I won't argue.
I gave you
Small
the
bites.
difference
Help
between a
you.
snake and a spider.
I'm gonna help you fucking enjoy life one way or another. Do you understand me?
I
like
Even
this
if-
guy. Have I mentioned that I like this guy?
Even if
I
it
am
kills all of
incredibly
us, I will teach you to fucking chew.
maybe don't let all of us die in the endeavor. I know how to chew. I'm
No,
just. It's.
I'll do it. So better learn quickly, or we'll all die. I don't know what.
She is taking. She's like, taking the smallest bites. But
Mojave
she is
is
enjoying the
laughing.
Stromboli. It's delicious. She is enjoying it. But yeah, wildly uncomfortable because she's like, please stop. please, don't make me care about you two, please. I've had enough of caring about people, and she's just slowly eating the Stromboli, not looking at him because now she's nervous. Yeah.
And so Cloudy will instead look at you instead and just go like, no. He's right though. He's right.
You don't need to do that. That's really trash of you. I can't believe Midori get off from the table and I go and play with
Scales.
Midori.
Don't worry, Scales. We're in this together. We're both gonna learn how to people.
Yeah, I mean, she's got a soft spot for Mojave, so he says that, and she just kind of nods with like a little smile on her face, and her scales start doing like rainbow stuff in the light. But she doesn't say anything else, and she goes and plays with Midori while taking small bites of this stromboli.
I will put
Watching like a hawk.
The minute she thinks he's not looking, she's just like, ah!
Hey!
whole thing in the mouth. In the background, one smallest thing in the background, Potli is currently, in the best way to put it, is in bird equivalent of hands on knees, breathing heavily, while Havoc is gently patting his back like it's okay, buddy, from being chased around the room for possibly about 20 minutes straight by Finnegan.
It's truly Polly is an old man, and y'all just made him run. He was like, my knees ain't what they used to be. Damn it!
Look, you gotta stay sharp. We do enough running for our life in this gig.
Some of us run for fun.
You do?
Look at me.
No, I refuse to look at you. I refuse to look at you.
Well, that way I win is I still win.
I just hugged Midori because I don't like this new guy. He's the worst.
I mean, I guess I run for fun if you count games attack. But like,
Sure.
I don't know,
Well,
just
it counts.
going in circles unless something's chasing you. What's the point?
No, you don't go in circles. You can, but no, it's not. You race. You find a route.
Fair enough.
You do, or you play a game. I've got a fun one. I listen to on my phone when I run, and it's like a narrative story based, but sometimes, ooh, there's monsters. You gotta run faster, and it's like a little stupid little thing to keep you going.
I mean, fair enough, but A, I don't know how to work one of them phone things, and B, there's usually actually just monsters after me, so...
Oh, all right. Well, that works as
As
well.
I am feeding a
does.
small little shark monster, like as we speak,
Yeah.
it's just.
Yeah. Love.
We
It
need
used
to
to
do more
make me-
stuff for fun, just like in general. Once the crisis
Yes.
is done crisising, we need to
Yes.
do more fun stuff.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I haven't done a lot.
I can see.
I don't.
Should I take offense to that?
No. You should
mean-
accept my help graciously.
And you know what? I
fucking
am
kick him.
yes. Gracious is the yes.
Perfect, because I can't pay for anything, but I can help you enjoy your money more.
I gotta figure. I'll be honest. I still don't know how to.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work.
Okay. Softy.
Yes.
As that conversation is being had, is the internet still wonky, or is it getting a little better, a little worse? What's the
It's-
state of things on the web?
It is slightly better. I'll even give that there's. You'll notice that the Matrix is behaving a little bit strangely, if anything, but not the same way the Storm was. It appears that in the Matrix, in view, there are lines, like running lines through various hosts standing around you along the grid. And it takes you a minute to recognize the resonance signal coming off of all of this. It seems, now whether this is 404, who you know has, not only is herself a technomancer, but has other necromancers that work under her, it appears the Deckers and Technomancers, at least a group of them, are trying to corral the Matrix and holding it together themselves.
I will look at the others and say, is it today that we wanted to go to the ziggurat, or do we have time?
I mean, at this point in the day, after climbing over mountains of corpses and everything, I wouldn't mind taking some time.
Okay. Is that alright with you two?
I guess my question would be, what's the state of the shark infestation?
Lots of sharks everywhere eating people.
It's also a matter of we'll being out and about, moving now versus moving later. We don't know if we're gonna be able to do anything about the shark infestation by poking the triangle.
I want to help fix some things that might make it easier when we go to do ziggurat things.
Yeah. Like what?
Alright,
The,
okay.
the Matrix is in shambles, and right now 404 and her people are attempting to hold it together themselves, and I figure I maybe can help a little bit. The more access I have to the Matrix, the more I can be useful to you. Otherwise, I can't really do much.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Okay, so just, watch my body, okay? And I will sit my body on the couch and, try to curl up my tail as much as possible, and I'm gonna drop into VR.
You are entering the Matrix wholesale. So, and yeah, all of you guys just watch. Full coils up, leans back, gone. Just out like a light.
Yeah.
I assume on the Matrix you're gonna try to reach out and maybe contact 404.
404. Yeah. I want to see if I can help bolster the Matrix in any way. So that maybe at least one of them could get a rest for a little bit, and then, you know what I'm saying? Because I imagine that's incredibly draining.
It's not easy. In fact, you're able to get in contact with 404. I'll let you have. You'll be able to have a proper conversation. You'll send out a message, and she'll reply. Basically, you'll both come into contact with icons, as it were. 404 has at least changed her icon slightly. You know what her normal icon looks like. It is sort of very similar to her own appearance, but a lot more... She has a lot of the appearance of an Aztec or Mayan god. A lot of that kind of clothing. Specifically, she seems to model herself after a bat deity. But with a moth vibe as well. 404 has a lot. But right now, yeah, she's basically streamlined it, is the best way to put it. And so she'll arrive and just be like, so you want to help?
Yes. I look sort of in this. I look basically similar to how I look now in reality. Where it's sort of the humanoid upper half and then the cow bottom.
I am not gonna lie to you. This is intensely hard. And, only works because it's some of me and some old friends who remember a different time. So this is gonna hurt. A lot.
It'll be worth it. I can't do anything out there for my friends with the Matrix like this, so the better I can get things back to as it were, the better for me. So.
Alright. But, and she holds out her hand. We gotta go under.
Oh. Okay.
We have to...
And I
we
put
have
my hand in her hand.
You sure you're ready to go below the Matrix?
I have to learn at some point.
And when you take her hand, you feel a massive rush, and it feels much more physically... It's more physical than you've ever really felt. Even with the full VR for you as a Technomancer feeling physical, this is surprising. And everyone on the outside, you'll watch as Scales' body shimmers that rainbow all the way down her scales. And you'll see right along her eyes, right coming down the side of her cheek, is what looks like the sharp angled pattern of a motherboard. You will be brought low into a thing known as submerging. We can go over your submerge power in a little bit, but I believe we discussed which one you wanted.
Yes, I want the one that Empty Boy had, where he could just touch
Yes.
things.
You
and-
wanted the physical, so you'll be brought under, and the foundation of the Matrix is a mess. It is not a place that feels constructed. It is almost like the remnants, the leftovers, the pieces that combine and slide together. But you'll see that using the foundation, the other technomancers that are part of 404's group have sort of slid under and around, allowing themselves to make artificial servers to keep the upper matrix still functional, as the
Right.
storm seems to be cutting off everything. It is far more extreme than anything anyone would have expected, and when the astral and the matrix collide, it is not something that is good. And,
Okay,
they
I
do
see.
not like
Yeah,
each
yeah.
other. So they're basically using their resonance to counteract the magic.
I do have a question about that, right? Does this remind me at all of when we went to the bunker and essentially that was what happened there? That it was a collision of both Matrix and magic?
It's almost like a bit more of a. You can definitely tell from the aggressive kind of confliction of resonance and magic that the bunker really was not only a once in a lifetime creation, but it was wrong. It felt wrong. It hurt and was uncomfortable. It tried to bridge a gap that is not. It's not a good idea to bridge, because it just feels like it's going to reach into some very strange territory. This is sort of someone trying to make sure that those two things don't bridge any farther or start to collide any farther, because it could be catastrophic. And while submerged, 404 doesn't say anything, but you kind of have brain conversations while you're down there, and while you're helping with the server creation. You can tell that 404 knows fully well exactly at least something very similar to what occurred in the Mark facility.
Okay.
She understands the dangers. She has seen what happens when they go wrong and what they can do to both sides.
Okay.
So you're not wrong in kind of seeing the connection to the Mark facility here.
Okay. And that's where Fenrir was from, right? He was from the Mark Lab.
That's what you
Right.
are fairly certain of.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Morningstar's full focus will be on learning this submerging stuff and helping in any way she can. Paying very close attention to what everyone is doing and trying to mimic it.
Yeah, I'd say it's one of those ones where, while connected into this server, and you sort of take the place of a few people, kind of people in and out, trying to keep themselves from,
Yeah.
disappearing into the Matrix, is what's basically happening. It is not just draining, it can tear someone apart if they are not prepared. And that's what 404 has warned you about. Like, you are in danger of losing yourself if you don't pay attention.
Okay. Yeah.
But
yeah.
yeah, and you'll go kind of in and out. People will come in, do rounds, basically make sure like someone doesn't stay in there too long. And you'll see that Starry Eyes is in there a lot. If anything, she definitely seems to be one of the ones who's maybe a bit reckless. You'll notice she tends to stay in a little bit longer than she should.
Okay.
And,
At one
you
point,
can ask any questions you want of these characters while you're in here. Empty Boy is also there.
oh, I wave. Hi.
He throws up the peace sign.
Good to see you. I look at Starry Eyes. In this particular session, is she coming up on a "you've been in here too long, you gotta go" moment yet, or is she good?
Yeah, we'll say that you're probably getting sent in to relieve her of her point at that time. And you can tell that parts of her icon are iffy. They're not as connected as they should be. They're not to the point of full glitch, but they do not seem as structurally sound.
Starry Eyes?
Yeah. What is it?
You should know before you go. I'm going to take your place so you can get some rest, but he went back to her.
What?
Yeah.
I-
He made the choice to stay.
I
Yeah.
should have just made him the new damn box.
It wouldn't have mattered. He didn't want to be whole. He wanted her. He made the choice.
I never wanted. And she kind of turns to you. And you'll notice this is one of the only times, because this is her living persona, that she actually can look at you face to face, as normally she is blind. And she looks you like dead in the face. I never wanted this to happen. I really did try to save my family.
Me too. But I don't think there was any saving him. I thought you should know so you could move on.
I guess I still wanted to live back then. When everything was supposed to be okay. But I should have known. Thank you for telling me.
You're welcome. You should get rest.
Yeah. Here,
I'll take your place.
you can take the anchor. I'm gonna
Yeah,
log off
and I
for
will.
a while.
Okay. And I will take the anchor from her.
And yeah, so you'll spend as much time as you would like before your break, taking on the anchor and helping kind of give a shift break, as it were.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how long that is, but yeah, I will stay for as long as is safe to. And then,
So, well, you're
Shift
fully
back.
conked out.
Yeah.
What's everyone else doing?
Stacking magazines on her body.
Yeah, this just kind of happens sometimes. She's doing stuff with the
I see that.
technology thing. Yeah.
Pass me another TV guide.
That's one of these, isn't it?
Yep. Anything that's a book.
Say again?
Anything that's like a book. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
It's gonna be great when she wakes up in like 3 days.
I don't think it'll be that long.
Well, it'll be pretty great regardless. You'll see.
Okay. Sing over another magazine.
I'm
Hell
being
yes.
buried alive in books. What the fuck?
This is wrong.
So Cloudy's going to go ahead, meander, sit right on next to Morningstar's little body, winks and saying, "I'm gonna go take a peek at the pyramid," and then conk.
Oh,
Idiot! Stacking shit on him too.
He just right against the snake body like it's a pillow.
yeah. I just imagine just
Knowing exactly what's about to happen, let's kind of like go for it.
Cloudy just conks out, and Mojave and Anxiety just make eye contact and just nod and just begin stacking things wordlessly. We all know what's going on here.
So
I like to think that Midori is probably also stacking books. Like,
Oh,
you notice it because
absolutely.
in his mind, he's like, "Ooh, clean up and organize time," you know? It's like helping
he stood
to do
on
stuff.
you, and every time they stack one, he like micro carefully adjusts everything, like using spider legs to carefully not move any of the books, but make sure they're perfectly placed.
Yep.
Oh yeah. We're stacking them, and he's getting them all perfectly aligned with like razor precision.
Yep, that's my boy.
And then Finnegan is off with that box that got torn to shreds, just like pulling over a piece because he doesn't understand the difference between books and cardboard.
Yep. He's adding his little offering. Love.
So Cloudy, you would like to enter the astral and go take a peek at the ziggurat.
Yes. Or
You-
whatever I can get a peek of.
Of course. If you enter the astral, come out of your body, and you'll see kind of something similar you've always seen when you go, especially during the storm. Just the water, the just enormous amount of spiritual energy around you. It is a bit oppressive. But it is not difficult. Walking through the astral can be so simple and so quick depending on where you'd like to go or what you'd see. But you are able to get, at least within viewing distance, of the ziggurat from the astral plane. There does seem to be a barrier around it. Something you'd not be able to enter as just a spirit. The ziggurat in question here in the astral, it's a lot easier to see. It is almost... There are blocks to this, like it has been constructed, but also kind of blending into the stone, following it like veins, are what appear to be pieces of the deep lacuna that seem to taper off and just slide into the side of this thing, like they've grown out of it or into it. Sat atop this ziggurat, pretty obviously, is a large golden sphere that every now and again you, from a safe distance, can see the massive shark spirit that is Avira seemingly swim up the side, circle the sphere a few times, almost float atop it and observe everything around before she dives back down into water. Out of almost appearance as she manifests away.
Gee. That's concerning. That's super concerning. Okay.
Would you like to roll me a sensing?
You... Oof. I'm gonna go with an oof.
Big oof. I'd say it's. I can give you this. It is difficult to see through the magical barrier. It almost seems to cloud and block even sight, but you can see very small specks of multicolored lights climbing to the top of the tower. There's only maybe kind of separated from each other, not too many, maybe 10 of them. But from this distance, you can at least tell that these are not spirits. That these are the astral forms of mages. And they seem to be climbing up the side of the ziggurat.
What the hell? Huh. That... Okay. So I've talked about just trying to kind of like phase through mana barriers, right?
Yeah.
Because that's a thing awakened characters can do.
Would you like to try to phase through it?
Maybe.
Stacking another magazine on his unconscious body.
Just full. Okay. Stretches on out his imaginary incorporeal form, and just.
Weird.
Okay, so it should be, let's see, magic charisma against force times 2.
Okay. I am putting my dice in the box.
13 dice and 4 hits. Okay.
Wow, that rolled horribly. You are able to phase through the barrier.
Huh. Just.
I do not want to admit what that rolled. Okay, that's awful. Wow.
Then don't. Was expecting a lot more force, and apparently I'm being invited, which worries me more than it should.
It is definitely difficult, but you are able to push through.
Look back behind me, I'm kind of like, that might have been a mistake. But forward anyways. And get a little bit closer to the ziggurat, see some of the mages kind of going up to the little sphere.
Now that you're past the mana barrier, I will let you roll a sensing again.
Fair. Better. Definitely better.
So you're able to tell that the mages in question, they vary in magical strength to, on par with you. Maybe 1 or 2 is a bit stronger, some are weaker. The ziggurat itself seems to have a signature that you realize is odd. its signature is different than the golden ball on top of it. The ziggurat itself is very similar to Avira. It is very much her. But the golden ball is not. Instead, it shares more of the vibe of the storm outside. And the spirit you have understood now to be called Labe.
Okay.
Sphere also appears to be, in the best way to put it, inactive.
Wait. Say that one more time?
Inactive.
No. Who was inactive? Labe?
The sphere. The sphere.
Oh, the sphere is inactive. Okay. I guess I'll make my way up with the rest of the mages.
You would like to go join them in climbing the stairs?
The ziggurat? Mm-hmm.
By the time you get there, a lot of the more of the mages have made it much farther up than you, but you are able to begin climbing. You are surrounded by various versions of Avira's children. Some in their much smaller states, some in much larger states, almost close to the size of their mother, all swimming very calmly around the ziggurat, honestly. They see you, but do not approach or attack. Simply like they're watching. The closer you get upward, you watch as some of the colors up top, they reach the top. Avira makes her appearance. She's been doing this whole time, flying out, swimming around the sphere, waiting and leaving. When she does approach the sphere, a few of those mages seem to disappear. Their astral signature gone. Just blipping.
I immediately stop. And slowly start to walk back down.
We're gonna say you didn't get too far up. You are able to backtrack and get away without drawing the attention of Avira.
Oh boy. Back out towards the barrier. Back out. Just slowly making my way down. Trying to hide from the sharks as best I can, because I think they're eating them. I think she's eating them. And then try and phase back through. However many tries it takes.
Yep. Try to roll again. We'll see. I don't know if it's gonna roll that gently again.
I rolled 7.
It is difficult, but you are able to make your way through.
Okay. The first time was kind of like back out and kind of like get away.
It is much
Instinct
rougher.
takes over.
Much rougher to get through this time. But once you are outside of the mana barrier, you hear I'd say indeterminate voice. Not really male or female, young or old. Start to call to you. Not in words as much as a mournful song.
Where from?
Up.
I look up.
Looking up, you can see that Labe has changed their direction slightly. They have now kind of widened their circle, and the head of them is very much right above you. And you can see from this point something is wrong with the spirit. There are parts of him or them that seem to be dripping like wounds.
Go ahead and float my way up to him, and just careful, slow.
Floating up, it is not dissimilar from, though with a much bigger size difference, a diver coming to the side of like a whale shark. Labe's mouth is fairly wide as they fly. They do not move, try to stop you, but the mournful song becomes much louder, to the point that it actually begins to, again, not in words, but you are able to understand what it is trying to communicate. And it is the phrasing, "Don't go. Don't give yourself to her. I wish the pain to stop."
I look back down towards the ziggurat. Do I see any other mages seeming to walk towards the mana barrier?
There are 3.
I try. I'll go for the closest. Either the youngest, the brightest, the closest. Like so, if there's anything that maybe we should be like, save the child, save the one with the most potential, or if not, the one that is just closest to just going into the blender that I can potentially interpose myself between.
I'll say that you are able to interpose yourself between the closest to the barriers. The other 2 seem a lot farther off, but they are clearly headed in a pathway towards it. But you're able to step in front of, land in front of one of them. The individual on the astral is younger, probably teenager. They have a very glassy-eyed look. They're not fully thinking, and though their soul is fully intact, there is an egg attached to them.
I'm so sorry, little guy. Hand, like, right above their chest where it... Banish?
Banish the shark.
Unwind? Mm-hmm.
I rolled a banish.
$10 dice. And 1 hit.
I believe it rolls its force.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, 50-50 shot. Actually, I guess it's 60-40. I don't know how math works.
Numbers!
Yay!
You are able to succeed in banishing the Force 1 spirit.
Okay.
The mage in question, once the egg has been removed, they seem to stop moving for a moment, and you watch as their astral self kind of blips a little bit, not in a way of disappearing as much as, well, when someone is waking up. And he slips away from the astral plane.
More like the little thread is starting to pull.
Yeah,
Just-
it pulls him back. And you can assume that he is headed back to his body.
Good. Time to play goalie for a bit. And hop on to the next one.
Roll banish again. Yep, you are able to banish the egg.
On to the third one if you need me to. If you want me to roll a whole bunch of banishings, I'll do it. As I'm just going to stay watch over the ziggurat for a little bit. Just.
All right, you know what? Then to speed this one up, I'll check all the forces are. Well, I'll check the force of the next couple I had. Roll it 4 more times, quick succession. So you play goalie for a little bit and are able to save a couple mages from falling victim to the eggs.
Okay. Okay.
But about the last one you do, when you're like, okay, you don't see any more headed towards you, you start to hear her. Avira roars, and suddenly all of her children and her from the top of the ziggurat seem to be changing their behavior to more of a search pattern.
Gotcha. I'm out of here, bouncing back to my little lodge with this nice little Manaveria fortress. I'm hiding in my little bunker.
So wait a minute, my friend, since we're out of magazines to stack, it might interest you to know I got this marker.
Oh, is it permanent?
I have no idea.
Well, let me see it.
Passes over the marker.
Is this a permanent marker or a marker?
It's
Probably a permanent marker.
Yeah, it's a Sharpie. Or a Shappy.
We can't. Well, borrow some of the cardboard from the boxes and write Sussy Baby Shelf on one and Sussy Baby Shelf on the other. Give them each a number and then add it to the top of the piles.
And about that point, Cloudy wakes up.
Whoa!
Mojave, you might want to close your eyes for the next half hour or so.
Oh, is it bad? What happened? He says, closing eyes.
Oh, jeez.
What? I'm listening. Like, what?
So remember that spirit surgery we were doing?
Yep.
Well, a thing Avira's doing apparently is mages that are able to astrally project with those things in them are actively throwing themselves into her mouth.
You know, after the one guy in the place who was doing the thing, after that guy tried to jump into the mouth of a shark, I'm not too surprised.
Yeah, except it's en masse.
Yeah, it's not good. I'm not surprised, but no, I don't like that. Not terribly keen on that.
I will say
Nope,
Morningstar wakes up right now. Books go flying.
Yeah. I think her whole
Cloudy
body
had stayed
starts, like,
still because she was expecting it, but
Mojave does
Well,
open his eyes at the commotion.
she woke up to all that, like, that weight of books and such on her, and that doesn't. It's very bad for her to wake up that way. So she immediately, it's like her response is violence. So her body immediately just starts like lashing out, her tail whipping at whatever is nearest her.
Anxiety, roll to dodge. You're gonna get thwacked with a tail.
We're gonna roll to dodge.
Yeah, full speed thwack to the face.
Oh, sure. It's a reaction to intuition, right?
Yee.
You know, I'm also nearby.
Yeah,
that just
everyone
be
right
defaulting.
nearby. Everyone right nearby are gonna get thwacked by a snake tail.
Okay. The intuition.
How do
I
I roll
am-
this?
Reaction intuition.
I was actively attempting to stay still. I'm probably just gonna take the WAP.
You gonna take the thwap?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Anxiety, Mojave,
apparently
you're
just
able to
ducked
dodge
cover.
out of the way. But, Cloudy, take 1 stun damage as you get straight up thwacked by a thick part of the tail.
Ow. Most of the books just only shifting as the rest of them around morning start just... Thank you.
What the fuck is this? What is this?
Looks to anxiety.
Hilarious. It's good fun. We had
Throw books at him.
nothing to do.
Don't
There's
do that.
nothing to do while you were doing that, and now your little robot baby has more to clean. Everybody wins,
We were left unsupervised.
except Cloudy. You got hit.
The
My
sussy
body
baby
is not a
sign.
source of entertainment for you.
It
Nothing
definitely
else to do with
was.
your time.
I beg to differ.
Side note, apparently Cloudy went on a little walk, and mages are... eyes are shut again. Mages are throwing themselves to the mama shark. That's not terribly
Jesus.
great. Yeah.
Huh.
She's trying to gain power. It makes
Uh-huh.
sense.
Huh.
That's how her children eat, yes?
That's how they all eat.
Right. So,
So we definitely should go check this place out.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was it like?
Ziggurat with a sun sitting on top.
Okay.
All the sharks effectively circling it and from inside a mana barrier.
Was it her? Wait. If she's trying to get people to jump in, why is there a barrier?
only mages
It
can get
was
through.
easier to get in than it was to get out.
I mean, that makes sense.
Hmm.
Well,
But
you don't want riffraff.
I don't know, if I was
If you
eating
have
souls,
the-
I'd take any souls.
Well, that's the thing. She's got a refined palate. She clearly.
Does she?
It's not about your soul, it's about your magic, which happens to be intertwined with your soul, as far as I understand how magic works. So,
That and,
she doesn't.
I
She wouldn't want
think
someone like
she
me.
was also trying to keep out Labe.
That makes sense. One of the only things that could probably go up against her.
But wait!
Hmm?
I'm just thinking that if Cloudy could get through, couldn't Labe also get through? But I don't know.
Without the entirety of her army tearing them to shreds, I was sneaky. Labe, no.
Fair enough.
Big serpent, yeah.
I'm just, the two of them are at war, so I'm like, is it her door, or is the door... Are they locked in, or are we locked out?
Maybe the best way to approach this is not to try to fight her head on, but rather create an opening for which Lave can get to her.
Also,
If
I'm
there is a-
asking, are they locked in, or are we locked out?
Right. If there's a way we can destroy the barrier, that would be the move. Right? Because that's what's keeping him out.
Labe also seemed a bit injured, and the son had a signature akin to Labe's.
Oh, yeah, it might be. Cause wasn't somebody was saying something. That guy, what's his name? The dude from Kraken. That guy. He was talking about how they. That guy. Yes, he was talking about how they've been fighting, and what did he say? They've been fighting, and Avira is bad news. But they've been fighting for a while. Wasn't she like sealed or something and then got unsealed? Is that what I
Right.
remember?
I mean, yes. I mean, that's why we wanted to go to do recon on or not.
So
recon,
maybe
recon
we'll
on Ziggurat
maybe
was
we-
to find that out.
don't want to break the barrier. We want to make it better. I don't know. Put the shark back in the bottle?
Well, we have to find out how she was able to wiggle her way out to begin with. That's why it's important for us to find out what the trigger was. What was it? If she was sealed away, what let her out where she can gain the modicum of ability she has
I
now?
mean,
If it happens
Hey.
every once in a while, it could be like the barrier just degrades over time.
could also be Labe's not usually in the sky. It could be she took the opportunity because Labe's in the sky for whatever reason. And also, we do gotta remember that I did shoot that shark. That shark.
You did.
Yeah.
You're not the only one. I'm sure. I'm sure there are others in the city who have, in
I mean, I-
Defended,
Shot
defended
the-
themselves.
This was no the other guy. Remember the first guy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would still count it as self-defense. He didn't call that shark so that you could survive.
I mean that's
Called it 'cause
true.
He was hoping it would kill you.
But the fact of the matter is that it was the flood happened right after that. Like right after that.
I don't think you're to blame.
Mojave, you are not the reason why there is a flood.
No, but I think I
Especially-
might have been the straw that pushed it over the edge.
I highly doubt this. One
welcome to do
single
that.
shark dies, and suddenly she is broken free?
She is her children, and one of her children died, and she was real mad about that.
What I'm saying is that that is not the first shark spirit that has died. I don't think that shark spirits were like untouched before you shot that particular one.
I mean, no. But I'm just fact of the matter, but I think it was a contributing factor is all I'm trying to say. She got real mad, and now she's out and about.
I will say this. Rather than putting the guilt on yourself for something that you may or may not have contributed to, the important part is that you contribute to the helping part, to the saving part.
Don't
Right?
get me wrong here, Scales. I'm not saying it out of guilt. I'm saying it because we was looking for causes and effects, and there was effect. So I'm just putting it on the table. If there's blood on my hands, there's blood on my hands. If there isn't, there ain't.
The reason I don't think it was you was the man who called Shark, right? Was already doing shitty stuff with shifters.
Oh, yeah,
don't
no,
think it was you at all.
Don't you think I regret what I did for a minute? Because I think what I did was the right thing, but it was also me pulling the trigger, and then Shark Mama got real mad, and now the entire city's half underwater. So, again, cause and effect. I'm not trying to wallow in it, I'm just saying.
Right. I suppose I just simply don't agree. Regardless, we find solution, and that's what matters most.
Yeah.
So, you say there's barrier. Okay. Labe is injured, you said, yeah? Could you heal him?
I did have that thought. I don't know how.
Well, could you heal Labe?
Hey, Cloudy, you think she'd like some juice? You'd like some. Would Labe like some juice? Do you think? You're older and wiser than me.
We have a whole second Stromboli.
I don't think it works that way.
I mean, I could put the stromboli in the juice. You never know. Might be the ingredient of the moment.
Oh, yikes.
Give it some time before we try. But maybe.
Yeah, I could make up a big old bowl of juice and we'll leave it on the roof somewhere when the time comes.
There may be a better way to try to heal it than juice. You know, a little lay on hands from 2 mages. Might help
I
some.
mean, juice first and then that. We could both do the thing, right?
Don't see why not.
Also, I don't know, it just feels proper to make a big old bowl of soup and then leave it on a roof for a dragon. Like, that just feels right.
Maybe the healing will at least bolster, and then perhaps win the favor of Labe. And then you could get the information about how to seal her away again or destroy her.
Oh, maybe. Also, it
Thank
just
you,
seems real
definitely.
fun to make up a big old cauldron of soup.
Better to ask than Labe. You know,
Yeah,
I don't think this is the first time they've worn together, so.
yeah. There was a moment right when the flood started and Labe was like flying towards us. I was ready to talk to him. Oh, I think it might have been ready to eat us.
It's possible.
I don't think Labe talks in the conventional sense.
Right, but you are
Conventional.
mage who can go ascend into different realms.
You know, I
So-
think maybe that's kind of sometimes why the words don't words good, because like when you're a spirit, right? When you're doing the thing in the other places, it's like, are you using words or are you using impulses, thoughts, colors, mental flash? You're using sounds and concepts, and like the words are different. You can only say
Right.
one thing at a time with a word. It's real annoying.
So I think you have way you can figure out how to communicate with Labe.
Yeah.
It just seems the best bet. I don't know shit about magic. You guys know better than I do, so.
I mean, mostly I just say hi. Would you like to hang out? And then I make friends with people, and that's the closest thing I do to magic.
As someone who like knows how magical Mojave actually is, I don't respond to him, but I'm just like, okay.
Mojave just thinking about that game of tag with the shark. Like, no, that's my magic man.
So, are we going tonight or tomorrow?
I mean, I'm ready to go tonight, but I'll leave it up to the mages. I suppose that includes you too. Anxiety, you do magic as well.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to probably meaningfully help with this project, but I'm good to go whenever if I get
On
a
a
boat.
mechanical note, it's with a good night's sleep that our edge would recharge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting a good night's rest.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. And I promise, no more book stacking. It's only fun if everyone has fun. I apologize. No more.
Actually, I kind of want to try something first.
What?
Book stacking? You got it, bud.
No, not the book stacking. I might
You're
Mojave
totally
go
Red
up
just
to try and
Puts a book on top of his own head and is just balancing it there for a moment, just looking at Cloudy like,
grin
What's it that you're
just
trying to
for
do?
real quick, but maybe before going to bed, try healing Labe.
Oh,
Okay. I
Yeah,
will help you in any way I can.
I'll make. Do you got a big cooking pot? Cause I can make up some soup. It's gonna be weird soup, but I can make up some soup.
Enough for a very, very large dragon spirit?
How big a pot you got?
The equivalent of a crock pot.
Anxiety will disappear briefly and come back with
Big
that
old pasta pot.
duffel bag full of food from the other apartment. Just in case other ingredients are required.
Yo.
Can I look in the Matrix and see, like, in AR, and see if there's any, like, well, I guess the biggest thing would be a crock pot. I was gonna say if there's any neighbors who have a big pot that I feel
Wait. No, you know what we need? What are the things? The folks with a
bathtub?
close, but not that. Like backyard.
like a
Pool?
swimming pool.
Yes, one of them plastic things.
Oh.
We fill it with soup.
Okay. I think I could try to find that. I'm gonna search on the Matrix really quick and see if any nearby stores have one of those plastic kiddie pools.
We're gonna make some soup for the dragon. It's gonna be a real good soup. It's gonna be a real weird soup, but it's gonna be a good, nourishing soup.
Can I do it softly, please? Can I find
I
swimming
will.
pool?
I will say, you are able to search the Matrix, and you are able to find a couple stores, with plastic kiddie pools. But
Beautiful.
before we can find out about the big soup, we're gonna take a break.
I am so sorry, storyteller.
We're gonna take a break.
I hear it's very good for the soul.
I'll make some real good soup.
Where's the closest store for me to grab this kiddie pool situation?
I would say it's not that far out. If you just wanted to quickly run out, snatch and grab, it's not hard to grab.
So before I go, Morningstar says, so here's my thing, right? I can bring kiddie pool here, we make soup, and then we fucking go, right? But my problem really is, how do we plan on traveling with kiddie pool of soup? Would it be better for us to gather ingredients we need, take kiddie pool up to rooftop, make
We
soup
should
there?
make the soup on location, because I don't want to have to carry around a kiddie pool full of soup.
Yeah,
I mean-
I don't think it would be messy.
Then again, Cloudy can't make things float.
Sure, if that's
The
what
issue
you want
would
to
be
do.
getting it to float through. He points towards the door, which is like 4 feet wide.
Yeah. So I think
And
best
we'll
bet
find a
is to
rooftop
actually-
somewhere and make the soup there.
Yeah.
Yes. So let us take time now instead to gather ingredients. I mean, really, this is your thing, Mojave. So you'll have to tell us what it needs.
Yeah, see the hard part of that, right, is I do it by feel, like whatever vibes right in the moment.
Okay.
So let's just go out and grab stuff.
Okay. That sounds good to me. I have
So,
a location of kiddie pool, so
Would they happen to have any cans of chicken noodle?
you see one eye kind of blink as I am looking through the catalog of what that particular store has. Do they have?
Hey, Liam,
Oh,
what you
there's
got
a
in that bag
whole-
you got there?
Bro, you can just go to the soup store. Go buy the kiddie pool at the soup store.
He starts digging
Beautiful.
through this protein bars, protein mix, a whole ham, just all tease
Ham.
fucking weightlifting supplements and fucking a bunch of just food for 5 people for a week or so.
I will say some of the things are like as they're being put down, Mojave will just sort of like snatch, look at them, and then like they'll go into his bag of like, yes, no, this protein powder is an ingredient now. Don't worry about it.
I'm not.
That protein powder,
like-
no, vibes aren't right. That one's going back in the bag.
How about this energy powder? How about this energy powder? Like the pre-workout stuff.
Jesus.
Yes, but we're only gonna need half of it.
Okay.
I have
okay.
location for kiddie pool and for broth and other such soup ingredients that you may need.
Perfect. Mojave cracks his knuckles.
All right, let's.
We're
go.
gonna make soup, and it's gonna be some real good soup.
I
We should make
muscle
sure we
my
get some
way out
extra
the door.
noodles.
Okay. Sure.
I mean, it is for a big old noodle in the sky, so that's fair.
I would assume it would like meat more, but you know.
Yeah, we gotta get some extra noodles. We're gonna have to get some
Soy
orange.
meat. Orange.
Orange.
You are the cook in this instance, so whatever you say.
Yeah. Like rummaging through his bag again, pulling out random bottles of stuff and kind of squinting at it. Yeah. No, not that.
Hold on. I'll go ahead and just while the bag's open, which little cans you got there? The Febreze.
Well, what kind of Febreze do I have? Let's see. I've
Wait, what?
got tropical breeze, fresh linen, pineapple, cinnamon, sugar plum, lemon yellow.
Those aren't flavors, those are scents. Guys.
But
I don't know any of this. It's just, I got the yellow one, I got the light blue one, and I got this kind of reddish one.
I don't even question it. It's a thing. Mojave does things with it. We just let him do his stuff. You know?
Look, sometimes we gotta also sometimes our jobs do take us down through the sewers, and we're real glad I have these then.
Mm-hmm. They serve purpose.
Well, yeah, sure. I am concerned about adding Febreze to food?
Remember how I said it was weird soup? And how I don't know
Magic.
food? Yeah.
It's also not for
Alright,
us
I
to
guess.
eat. It's for dragon. Big
I-
spirit in sky.
Guess. I
It
guess.
doesn't feel
So-
the same way we do.
Cloudy will look over at the little tropical breeze one, kind of like, should totally add some of that one.
We'll see. Mojave just suddenly like whirls around and goes and starts rummaging through Cloudy's kitchen looking for a spice cabinet. Or like a spice rack.
Wait, let us
It
go to
is
soup store
spiced.
first. Come,
Oh, yeah.
come. Let's go. We go soup store, come back for spices. And I'm pretty sure that Anxiety stole the spices from the last house, so.
Oh yeah, I brought everything.
Oh!
Mm.
Cool.
Oh, and
Yeah.
you have a lot more spices than I got left here.
Yeah. You had accidentally put some back, so I just scooped them in.
No, fair enough.
Wasn't an accident. I fucking get out of the apartment.
So you all headed off to the soup store.
Soup
Yeah.
store! Soup store! Soup store!
With an
The soup
empty duffel
and-
bag, because everything else
Yeah.
is in the fridge and cabinets.
Yeah. It's the soup and kiddie pool store specifically.
Yes.
Oh,
There may also be clothes, but you have to look for them.
this is a
Mm.
very specific store.
Well, it actually it's just like a general store. It has pretty much everything in it, but
Ah.
you know.
The soup aisle is
don't think
huge,
you-
though. There's like 3 aisles that are just soup for some reason.
Yeah, it's like a specialty for soups, but then they sort of branched out and started doing just more general items.
Well, I guess if they're still in business.
All right.
They're probably not there, and we're going to have to just go in anyway and take stuff. At least that's
I-
what it was like for the Malwart.
I have no ethical problems with this.
Apparently, Anxiety does.
Yeah.
Looks anxiety.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of stealing stuff if I can avoid it, but it's for a good
You know
cause.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
and would pay them if we could.
Yeah.
Also, I
And we
did
can
pay for
pay
his
them back
for his
later.
phone and mic stuff, so it's not like I didn't steal that.
Okay.
Yeah.
The electronics store, it had the
Yeah.
automated
I'm-
machines.
I'm capable of doing crime for like a mission or work related or something like that, but typically I don't just steal to steal. But this is work related, really, honestly. Basically.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's fair enough. I'm just. Yeah, no, I don't know how the money works.
Also, I don't think anyone's going to complain that we took a few things that stops like the whole city from drowning, right? So
Yeah.
it'll be okay.
If anybody asks us a question, we'll just honestly answer. We're doing it for the Sky Snake.
Great.
That's fighting the swarm of angry sharks that are literally possessing people. I
Yeah.
say that in jest, but no.
They can,
To be honest, you guys, most people aren't going to ask what we're doing. It's the end of the world to them,
Yeah.
They're more focused on surviving than worried about what the fuck we're doing,
Yeah.
And you know what? Honestly,
Hope
if they
so.
want some soup too, I'm a doctor.
There is Febreze in this situation.
It's
I mean,
not
maybe
been put
not.
in yet. It's not been put in yet. Don't worry. Think of it more like aromatic, It's not so much that the Febreze is going in soup, but maybe it's like sprayed over. So as Dragon eats, it smells lovely,
We should also
Sure.
look at the breakfast cereals because that's the one thing.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
we got a
cereal.
couple cereals. We got a couple cereals here, but we need something
Yeah.
with marshmallows in it, I feel.
Now that you mention it, you are exactly right.
So you all are
All right.
shopping at the soup store while having this conversation and passing by the.
I assumed we were like walking into the soup store as we were having this
as
conversation.
fair enough. And I will
Yeah.
say that this when looking for breakfast cereals, this is one of those places that has those giant bags of the off-brand versions.
yeah,
Like
the big
huge
industrial bags. Yeah,
like dog food sized bags of just of weird ass B grade. I don't
Hey,
know.
listen. Let's not hate
No.
on those because
actually, yeah,
that's a good
some of them are
price
pretty
for all
good.
that cereal.
No,
One
not that
Phoenix
there are
is
many
great.
people here, but anxiety in particular is hood up, shades on, avoiding other elves, keeping his eye on the soup.
There
That makes me sad.
are very few people here, and the few that are also attempting to avoid you, as they are definitely stealing shit.
Great.
Yeah, just maniac in a cowboy hat talking very loudly about what the great soup we're gonna make.
Oh yeah, no, they don't want to go near you.
12-foot snake, and then this just regular looking guy who just seems to be the most responsible out of the whole crew. They get the aura, Finely dressed, kind of has a fucking helmet tucked under his arm. They can't tell who he is. Yeah, it's a good crew.
Heck, might as well just plop that helmet right on there. Just nope. So creepy. So creepy.
Two people with hoods on, one of them in shades, dude in a cowboy hat, man in a motorcycle. No one is coming near you guys as you.
We avoid that.
Pile.
Yeah.
We're gonna eat some
Stuff
extra
into your
pasta,
bags.
some of them cereals with the marshmallows. Orange. It's important.
No, this might just be me, but I find that the pasta that holds a sauce the best is elbows.
Ooh. What about the ones that are like curlicues, The ones that are like these, they're kind of like elbows, that they are hollow on the inside, but they go
Why
like
not
this, like a
both?
spiral. Both.
No,
There you go.
no. It
Elbows
needs to
and
be like
spirals.
super long and like the type that you can get up all on the fork.
No. What we need
Oh,
is shells. Because we're
Arm
making
out.
soup for the
Arm out.
bay.
arm out, supermarket sweep style, and just shredding, just all the noodles, just into the duffel bag.
We can include other noodles too, but it's important we got shells because we're making soup for the bay, and the bay's got shells.
Whatever we
You're
do,
right. You're absolutely
we can
right.
eat.
Yeah, I do love the idea of just like big fucking covered up elf. It's just like all of the pasta.
Just fucking, just one arm out, just running down the aisle, just whatever makes it in, whatever doesn't, on the floor now.
Amazing. I will go over to the produce area. I'm just gonna get all of the oranges. Just all the citrus. I'll maybe sneak in a lime or two, but it's mostly oranges. You know, just shove it
Just gonna
into
pick out
a
the
large
whole
bag.
cart and just whole box, just shove it in the thing. Like, yep, all the oranges.
Yeah. It's for a dragon. We're gonna need a lot. So all the oranges, maybe a grapefruit. We'll throw some blood oranges in there too, because the color is nice. Yeah.
Anything else you are gonna add to the soup?
Is there alcohol at the soup store?
Oh, absolutely, it's alcohol at the soup store. Yes, and please.
Okay. Yes, because Mojave is gonna wander over there, and we are picking out some bottles.
Oh,
When we get over that way, I'm gonna grab a case of beer. And I don't say nothing. I just take the case of beer and I put it under the cart. What kind of alcohol are you looking for specifically?
Squinting
Is there
at the
Flavor one?
he's just squinting at the lines of bottles on the shelves, just like looking at them. Like, you get the sense he's not even looking at them with the physical eyes, he's looking at them in the astral, getting a sense of their signatures,
Yes.
the way that they vibe in relation to everything else.
would you be saying,
Yeah.
would you say
Cloudy's-
you're looking for spirits?
Yes, I would say that.
God damn it. I hate it. I hate it.
We're looking at
Cloudy would
spirits,
go
as
over-
being spirits. Yep.
We are
Grab some
so
cooking
super
sherry.
serious. We are so super
Cooking
serious. in this
sherry.
Is it
Having
professionals?
some
We are super serious professionals.
Yeah.
having
and
some
it seems
vermouth. Maybe some
seems
other
very
cooking
much-
wines.
like Mojave's grabbing bottles at random, but if you were to look at it in the astral, there would be some sort of rhyme and reason to it.
Well, you have to tell me, Mojave, I don't have special eyes. You have to tell me which ones are the right vibe, and I will put in cart.
You know, I would tell you, but it's the ones that feel like the way water looks right at sunset when everything's turned all silver.
Can I buy drugs from you?
Okay.
Yeah, you want some? I got you, man.
Actually,
Stay
yes.
focused, both of you.
Yes.
Stay focused. Drugs later. Soup
Buy
for
drugs
dragon
from you,
now.
Mr. Drug Dealer.
That's actually, okay. A side note, as someone with synesthesia, that's a fantastic description, and I know exactly the bottles I should be grabbing, so I start grabbing those exact bottles, because I can understand that. So yes, I start grabbing the bottles that fit that description.
So after filling your carts, because I imagine there's multiple, with soup.
Oh yes,
There
we're
are.
preparing food for a dragon.
Oh yeah, soup.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
cereal, and booze, and finding the kiddie pools.
Yeah, I think I find a nice sized kiddie pool, and I go, anxiety, you hold. Take.
Oh, sure.
Thank you
It's-
very much. Okay.
It's adorable. It's like slightly pink and has cute little, like, seahorses and octopuses on the side.
That's perfect, actually. That's really great. I think LeBay is gonna appreciate it, you know?
Mojave sort of squints at it for a moment as though adjusting the recipe in his head and then nods.
Okay.
Oh god.
Anything else? Should we get like I don't know. Do we need anything else, or is this good?
We get there. Wait, herbs.
Oh,
You still got that
spices. That's
double-
right.
Yeah, we need them things.
Let's go. We go to get the herbs and spices.
You're off to get the 11 herbs and spices.
Mm-hmm.
This is where Mojave's just like, no, we're taking all of it.
Just the whole the whole spice section, just into your. You ask Anxiety, he just pulls the whole rack off and just sets it in the cart.
It's like going into Costco and you just grab the whole pallet. Really good.
Some of them are individually selected from the bunch and sort of tucked away into his bag for immediate like use. Like we're prioritizing these ones, but now they're all going in the cart.
Fucking hell.
If
I
You
love
know.
this, by the way.
Anxiety will stop off briefly into like the back room and just wheel out a flatbed.
You got a
you
point.
just got the
Great.
giant, the crate mover.
Yeah. Kiddie pool on top of that, and then everything in the kiddie pool.
Yeah, and I think especially when we've
Best
got it all
move.
gathered, Mojave sort of steps back with his arms crossed and just gives it the appraising air, just like checking the vibes, checking how things blend, like doing very clearly measuring it up literally in his brain.
Oh, hold on, really quick. And I go over to where like the hardware section would be, and I'm just gonna grab a shovel. Because I don't know how he's going to stir all these things without something big enough to stir it all. So I just grab a shovel. And put it on top of the pile.
Hold on. Is there a sports section?
Oh, that might be better.
Yes.
If there's a sports section, I'll grab an oar
Yes, and
rather than a shovel. Okay, beautiful. Then that's where I go. And I come back, slithering along with the giant oar. And I'm like, okay, now we are good.
And as
It's
an
a boat,
afterthought,
the soup store. Mm-hmm.
I grab a big old fishing rod.
Amazing.
Don't worry about it.
I will not question. I won't. This shit's crazy. I don't know. You mages, you do weird shit. So it's all you. I won't question nothing.
So you
Mojave wanders off for a moment, brings back a big old bag of salt.
Like the salt they pour on the roads when it's cold.
Whatever salt he finds first, yep.
Right. Amazing.
Oh, wait. It's for a dragon. You gotta get the pet paw friendly rock salt, or it'll be harmful.
It is
The stuff they-
spirit. It's different.
Stuff they put on roads is sure.
Well,
Yeah,
would
we're
you
not
like
gonna
to
need the
get,
whole bag here.
would
don't
you
worry
like to go
about it.
get the pet paw friendly then?
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. I'll be right back.
Great. You just
I'm just imagining that noise signifies anxiety skittering up, climbing over the shelf.
just it comes back up over the shelves with the bags, the paw friendly road salt, the literal pure
I
rock
think
salt.
I think when he's gone, Morningstar just like under her breath to herself, it's like, I hate that he's so cool. She's like, you know what I mean? Like she's just like really upset about it. I hate that he's so fucking cool. And then he comes back and she's like, whatever.
If Mojave's close enough to hear, he would give Morningstar a little pat on the shoulder and a grin.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Come back with the pet friendly rock salt, because there's other creatures in the house and you never know. But also,
Right.
I do come back with a single bag of like the extra hot chocolate marshmallows, or like if like the tiny crunchy ones that like expand a little bit,
Yeah,
Oh,
those are
those.
because they're the best marshmallows in existence, and we did say marshmallows at some point.
Yes, we did say marshmallows in the
Yes,
soup,
it's
for
a very
sure.
important ingredient.
All right, now
Those
we're
are the best marshmallows for sure. Those are the best ones. Okay, let's go.
Now we're gonna need a rooftop.
Oh God. Okay.
Well, there is a rooftop to Cloudy's building. Unless you'd like a higher
Okay.
one.
Do we want a higher one?
I mean, is there a higher one that we can safely access that,
The roof?
isn't flooded and or currently hostile?
Right. I think that Cloudy's might be just the best because we know it's not fucked up, right? Like, we would've-
Actually, a question.
Yeah.
So, like, looking at a map of the city,
Mm-hmm.
and, like, cutting the city in half.
Okay.
If the pyramids on one side would be like the mirror reflection on the other, if I could find a spot.
Fuck it, let me pull up the map of LA real quick. It would place you somewhere between, like, almost directly in between the Covina flood wall and Fun City.
Do we know any location somewhere around there?
There are plenty of tall buildings in between those places. You also just cleaned out Fun City, so any of the buildings in there would be safe. And you know that that place is currently being protected by a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Yeah. the
Yeah.
Yeah,
homie.
but, yep. Somewhere over here. Somewhere over here. We recently cleared it out. We claimed it as ours. It's the opposing side to.
Yes. Okay, that's not the
Yeah,
problem.
highest building we can find.
Mm-hmm.
That's
cool.
safe.
I'll even say the highest building you can find is a multi-story building. The bottom floor is some form of... Basically, it's another casino, but, like, it's not Eclipse. It's just a different casino. But, yeah, it's a multi-floor building, and it's not difficult to get up to the top.
Okay, let's go. We head that way.
You think the elevator's gonna be big enough for a kiddie pool?
Service elevator would
Well, that's the service elevator would be, but also like
Okay.
we're making it on the roof, so we can just take these ingredients and get the pool up. You know.
I mean, yeah, I just was thinking about how horrible it'd be to have to carry it all upstairs.
Oh, you mean via stairs? Yeah.
Yeah.
There was the elevator. Yeah.
I just figure, I want to think about this thing before we're sitting there staring at the stairwell like, whoop, this is our life now.
Yeah.
Are we leaving with the flatbed?
You might just
Because
take the
anytime-
flatbed up onto the
Service elevator.
amphibious.
Yeah.
Into yeah. think
Across
that's
the
the
parking
best.
lot. Anxiety will get it
That
going
is
and
the
like
best.
jump up on it.
just skate with it.
Yeah. Just-
Approving
just have-
nods.
He's just trying to have fun no matter what they're doing.
She hates that. I mean, she doesn't actually hate it. Like, to be clear, Morningstar doesn't actually hate it. She's incredibly jealous that he is capable of that. You know, she's like, I wish I could also have fun at all times. I can't. I am not hardwired that way.
Meanwhile, Javi is like, yes, my people.
Oh, hop on.
Oh, yeah!
Oh yeah,
Just
we
looking at
definitely
12-foot
we
long
definitely
body.
almost crashed into a light pole at one point. At
Yeah,
least
Of
once.
course.
Yep.
We don't. And then we push it the rest of the way.
As you all are going, it's like faintly... No, actually, no. Jason starts playing the Jackass theme over the loudspeaker as you're going.
Amazing.
You are able to load everything into Amphibious and head off to this building in Fun City. As you drive in, Fun City is basically desolate at this point. No one is here. Every now and again, kind of flitting from rooftop to rooftop, appears to be Fiero, who is still stalking the area. And yeah, you are able to get to the building and take everything up the service elevator, which, I mean, this place is not difficult for you to hack into, Morningstar, at all.
Oh yes, I just get in.
Actually,
Do you want me to
yeah, and
click
we'll say
hacking
you
anyway?
you can show off your new ability of just touching the
Okay.
host.
Yeah. You guys just see her place her hand on it, on the building, and suddenly it just, clicks happen of like doors unlocking and whatnot, and she's like, okay, we're good to go.
Yeah, this elevator's pretty modern.
What?
He has no clue that you did that. He's like, wow, that's pretty amazing. He doesn't know shit.
Well, to be fair, you probably see something similar to what was described earlier of like all her scales sort of lighting up and the kind of like motherboard pattern appearing on her skin. For like the briefest of moments as she does it. If there's any indication that she's done a thing, it's probably that.
I mean, she also did that when we were having breakfast at some point. So.
Well, that's fair. That's very fair. That's
The
very
motherboard
fair.
is at least new.
Yes, that part is new. The scale's lighting up, not so much. Yeah. But anyhow, it's open.
Super neat.
You all are able
Bump the back wall with the push cart.
Oh yeah. You all are able to get everything into the elevator and head up. You are greeted when you reach the top floor with what, at least at one point, would be like a rooftop dance floor and bar area. Completely open air with some tables, but with the rain and probably some recent wind, a lot of the tables have been knocked over. But there are chairs up here. And plenty of open space on the dance floor to place down the kiddie pool and begin the processes you see fit.
So when you say like a
Much-
bar area,
Well, it has liquor bottles on a back wall, and it's literally just like a tiki bar.
okay. So there is totally stuff that I can requisition here, because Mojave full on kiddie pool laid out, and he's gonna start pulling like bottles and bits of tubing out of his bag. Like he's setting up. It's not just like food cooking. He is cooking weird.
Mm-hmm. I think Morningstar starts to like take out the stuff that was in the kiddie pool and just like arrange it in such a way so that it's kind of like organized, right? But it's in a way where like Mojave can just start grabbing things and not have to like, dig through the mountain of stuff we created in this fucking kiddie pool. Yeah.
Question. Mojave?
Yeah,
Are we gonna need to cook this soup?
parts of it. Yeah.
Alright. Is there like an overhang where parts of everything is like partially covered from the rain? Up
Yeah.
here? Then I will summon a little fire spirit to help cook the things that we need cooking.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
You summon a little fire spirit.
Little
Kind of
little force
looks-
4 if need be. It seems like it would be about appropriate. But
Hey, come on, summon that little little fire spirit.
come here. A 3. Rolls 4 dice.
It got a 1.
So I got 2 services on the little boyo. Looks like a little firebird, and it's ready to go. Kind of like, hey, we're here to make something real good for the spirit of the city. You up for helping us cook?
It just nods very quickly. It seems very excited to assist.
All right, then you stay over here until we need you. And then, all right, Mojave, where Ginny does.
Yeah, he just starts like he's putting together his little laboratory over in one corner, and then the moment that's done, comes over like, okay, you start opening these bags, but don't put them in the kiddie pool yet. But then you, Cloud, if you could get these cans into the pool.
Anxiety's
Well,
already
not the
shaking
cans,
like
the
a
stuff
whole
in-
thing of whipped cream.
Gotcha.
Yes, we're gonna
Alright.
need that. We're gonna need that anxiety.
Yeah, any drink with
Try
marshmallows needs whipped cream.
Uh-huh.
Period.
What is whipped cream?
Oh, open your mouth.
Okay.
Open your mouth.
She probably jumps a little because she's like, what the fuck is that? But then she tastes it and she's like, she grabs one can for herself and goes in a corner for a moment while she just has some.
Y'all just hear that constantly.
And just, just the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah, she gets it. She gets it.
Imagine somewhere in the building I could get my hands on like bowls, right? Or we would have requisitioned some.
Sure.
There's a food. There's
'Cause, like-
basically a cart up here. That would be for a restaurant cart, so you could probably find bowls and plates in there.
Yeah, because we're getting some bowls, we're doing some mixing, the things. It's not necessarily appetizing combinations, but again, in the astral sense, there is some rhyme and reason to it. Some certain threads of essence that are carried through. There's a music to it if you know how to hear it. But otherwise, it just looks like cacophony. And bits are being heated over here with the fire spirit's help. Bits over there are he just sort of hands like a bowl with a plate on top, hands it to Anxiety, and just shake this.
We'll occasionally also give the chef power hits of whipped cream.
We all just have the fucking zoomies now.
Of course. We're making Febreze and marshmallow soup on a rooftop, of course.
Bottle of something strongly alcoholic is open. Mojave takes a swig, nods to himself, pours the entire thing in the kiddie pool.
There is at
Can.
one point where I look at Mojave and I'm like, do you want me to peel oranges or do you want them whole?
No, they
Or do
go
you
in
want
whole.
one-
You can
They go
squish
in
them up a
whole.
bit
Okay.
first, though.
Okay. You just see in the way that is very like stimming, like is very she just has these oranges in her hands as she's like zooming back and forth across the she doesn't eat sugar like that, so she's just fucking zooming across the roof, squishing the shit out of these fucking oranges and tossing them into the kiddie pool as she does a drive-by, you know.
Mojave's like running back and forth. 1 minute he's stirring the kiddie pool with whatever large stick shovel thing is closest at hand at the moment. Running back to check on whatever he's got on top of the fire spirit. Stirs that a little bit, adds a pinch of this, a bit of that. Pours that into the kiddie pool, gets something else mixed up and bubbling. Don't worry about it.
Oh shit. It's gonna explode.
Bits of powders are at. Every so often he'll pause, ignore all of the ingredients that we have spread across the floor, reach into his bag for something a bit special, and just sprinkle that over top. Couple of whole sticks of cinnamon are just like thrown in there. Don't worry about it.
I like that you just have whole sticks of cinnamon on your person. Not even that we got it, that you just have that. That's great.
You never know what you might need.
Yeah, I think at some point, after she's squished up probably all the oranges, she takes out the case of beer that she got, and she pops one open and is just sipping it as she's watching the cooking.
Here, Mojave pauses, gestures for her to hand it over, takes off the it's like a can or a bottle, do you think?
A bottle. It's a glass bottle.
He peels off a little bit of the paper label and doesn't put it in the kiddie pool, but just kind of swirls it around for a moment. runs back to go do something else.
Yeah. We're out here doing magic, Rodon. Okay, we're doing magic right now.
I know, and it's great.
This is real magic right here. It's the
I think there is a moment where Mojave, with a can opener, opening something, just sort of pauses and just squints at the can real hard. This is
What?
potatoes.
Okay.
No, it's. That's this. This is pointing at the can. That's.
You read it. You could read it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's good thing, yeah?
I don't know.
Your first word.
It doesn't mean that Ollie is taking over you. You're just learning
What?
how to read.
Doesn't feel like learning. Feels like remembering. Just staring at this can of potatoes.
Yeah.
It is just potatoes, Oni-chan. Maybe just put them in the soup, huh?
I'm gonna need you to
Yeah.
never fucking say that again.
Yeah.
I'm going to hug Mojave.
Ugh.
Just gonna hug him for a minute. You're still you.
Yeah. I guess. Hold on, it's bubbling.
Go ahead. I let him go so he doesn't burn his concoction.
Totally not using that as an excuse.
Mm-hmm.
But also it is bubbling and it does need to be stirred.
Firebird at one point is just very confused and like wonders exactly what it needs to be doing.
Mojave
It's just radiating heat.
hands it a single kernel of unpopped corn.
It barely touches it and it just explodes.
Single popcorn gets yoked into the kiddie pool, back to chaos.
Not the one popcorn.
Just the
The one-
one.
The one popcorn goes in, and he goes over to like just the flatbed, and he gets like the extra like the popcorn butter salt and like flips it and catches it, jiggles it at Mojave.
Mojave nods
Popcorn.
and makes the gesture for just a little bit.
Screw the lid off, like I'm feeding fish. Just
Nod.
just
Perfect.
and just
Tiniest little taps.
yeah.
The fire spirit at one point finds the container of popcorn, knocks it over, and proceeds to eat like a chicken popcorn, and it pops in its mouth. And it continues to eat
Perfect.
the popcorn.
Oh yeah.
It seems to be enjoying itself.
Good. That adds to the potency. The joy of the fire spirit adds the potency of the spell. It matters.
The camaraderie helps with it, I'm sure.
It does. It's important. As the running around, it doesn't slow down, but it gains focus. It's a little bit less back and forth as it goes on, and I think the final ingredients to add, Mojave's going to fish around in his bag a moment and draw out a single hard candy that was gifted to him by a spirit some months ago.
Okay.
And it is going to be unwrapped and ceremoniously placed in the kiddie pool. And I would like to imagine at this moment, that's where the weird, lumpy, bizarre pasta soup marshmallow slurry just sort of changes color.
The magic.
What would you like me to...
You will be rolling your spell, which I believe
Yep.
this is heal. So I would suggest,
Yep.
yeah, I believe you wanted to tap that edge, tap the mod thing, and was it Force 12?
I think that's what we said.
If you're going for the super uber max, yeah.
yeah,
yeah.
Hit
we're
click.
making this some special soup.
Make sure you click the edge button and go ahead.
Heal.
I'm gonna put myself right next to Mojave as he does this.
And the modifiers, there's nothing modifier, right? It's just the...
As long as I just click, that's all you got.
Okie doke. Fingers crossed.
Okay. Not bad.
Roll that drain.
Not bad at all.
You will take
Oh,
2.
yeah. Oh,
Too physical.
2 physical. Correct.
the drain.
Okay.
The drain always confuses me.
Yeah, honestly, I don't understand it. I just click what I'm told and add what I'm instructed.
The drain is just
Right,
a dice
right.
roll with the backlash of the magic. Cloudy, I'd like you to do me a favor.
What is this favor?
Roll your heal spell.
Am I basically hovering over the pool and adding my own magic into it?
Yep.
Is that what you're? Gotcha. That I can do. Okay.
And you may do this whatever strength you would like it.
Probably gonna go for the 10. Okay. But okay. Not as bad as it could be.
I want it.
Ow. But could be worse.
All right. With that, with the addition of the magics, all the camaraderie, the helpfulness of the team, the messy slurry that has changed color begins to shimmer and become far more homogeneous into
Real clear
a
crystal
slight
blue.
to a clear crystal blue. Now I question, how would you like to summon Labe?
Sort of after staggers, takes off his hat, wipes brows, just sort of like the drain hits, and then just sort of hands cupped around his mouth and just shouts to the sky, "Labe, soup's on!"
Just scream the name to the heavens.
Yes. I love it. It's so like pure of heart, you know? I love that. I don't think Labe could miss him either. He's an astral beacon.
He is an
That's
astral
right.
beacon. I
You
think
know?
at this point, Labe has been in his swirl pattern. His head somewhere over, probably halfway between, on the water side, halfway between the pyramid and you. And you watch as their head turns, and they change from their swirled pattern to begin heading straight towards you.
Oh shit.
Waving. Both
Big
arms just
dragon.
waving hello.
Single arm. Hello.
I guess like hesitantly, my tail raises to wave, but it's like real scared, you know? It's like.
As Labe kind of comes in towards you, there is definitely a sound as it, the air moves around it. Not dissimilar to maybe the sound of a glider going by, which does actually have a small sound to it.
Oof. Yeah.
They come up, and about 100 feet away from the building's roof, you watch as they dive down very quickly, their body just following suit with them. And then they come up directly next to the building. The rest of their
Jump
body is still behind them, and they are at least doubled over once, and still the height of this building. Their large head kind of levels at you. It is a wide-mouthed face, not dissimilar to, like if you mixed a whale shark and a viper. Teeth something like baleen.
Jeez.
All smiles, waving hello. Hats off respectfully, but all smiles, waving hello.
Small bow, like small like. But yes.
From this
Hey,
close,
Labe.
you all are actually able to see that all along Labe's, very close to their head, there are puncture wounds that are leaking a slightly dark blue fluid. And these puncture wounds are large, but they're not bite marks. They're small, cylindrical, more like a needle's injection point.
What the fuck? You mean
As-
like the way the shifters were being given drugs?
Shifters were given drugs by taking them, like drinking them. But
Oh, by
it,
drinking them. I thought it was okay.
But Labe definitely, it's a very odd wound to be seen upon a spirit. It just doesn't look very normal. And it clearly has not healed.
Low
But-
whistle.
You're going to whistle?
Yeah, it's just like a. Damn.
He's a big ass dragon.
Yeah. Mojave's just, hey, Labe, really appreciate what you're doing, and we know you've been working hard, so we made you some soup to help. Good for you.
I'll scoot over to the soup, like a waiter might do, with like the shaky cheese, and like just kind of like hold it out, like, would you like cheese?
Labe floats there for a moment, and you all are encompassed by this slightly mournful song. But Cloudy, unlike the first time you heard this song, it's not as sad. It's like the sensation, like you can see a pained smile, someone smiling through being hurt. There is joy, but there is still that pain that sits. Labe opens its maw very wide and moves forward. And
Spirit Mojave could not be radiating any more earnest goodwill.
it passes
Yeah.
completely through all of you. Through the building, through everything. And as it passes over you, though you can still breathe, you are immediately overwhelmed with the smell of the ocean, the feeling of water against you, the sound of waves. It's, in a way, peaceful. It takes a while for Labe to move their body completely, as they are very long. But when they have shifted away completely, you'll see the kiddie pool is empty. And every single one of you will find in your hands a dark blue pearl. It is about the size of a golf ball. And Labe will begin to sing a different song. This song is warm. It sits in the heart, and you are aware, even with no words, that it is a thank you.
This is where Mojave bows.
Labe will begin to climb farther into the sky again, and it will return to its spiraling pattern, though at this point you will watch as the long, thin serpentine body will change. Out from the sides of the body, all along it, these small, thin limbs that it has will begin to sprout gigantic, flowing, almost glittering fins all along the top, and it will appear as if it is underwater. Its fins have been re-established, and it is swimming much faster and much stronger through the air.
Okay. I think it worked, Mojave.
Mojave's just standing tall, looking very pleased, just proud.
I will
We made
come
some
up.
real good soup.
I will wrap my arm around Mojave and lean my head on his shoulder, and I'll say, "See, I told you. You're still you."
Yeah. Whatever that means.
We give him a little squeeze before letting him go.
As you all stand there on the rooftop, Labe's warm song still echoing through the air, you hear a guttural roar come from over at the pyramid. But this time, Avira, though she comes from the pyramid and rushes for Labe, Labe turns much faster at Avira, and in one very swift motion, whips their tail completely around, and Avira goes flying into the ocean.
Cheering!
That's right, bitch!
She does proceed to swim out, though with a strange weakness to her left side. She swims back into her mana-barriered ziggurat and does not leave again, while Labe tightens their spiral, circling only above the ziggurat. And every now and again, a lightning strike will come from them and strike the mana barrier. And that is where we'll end for today.
Okay. I'm so happy it worked! Hell yeah.
Thank you all for playing, and thank you all for watching. It has been an interesting day with soup, apparently, as today's word of the day is soup.
Soup, 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 soup!
Sometimes that's all you need. When you're feeling real bad, sometimes you just need a good bowl of soup.
Sometimes you just need
Yeah,
a
good bowl of
soup.
soup from some good friends.
That's right.
Don't mind me while I look up our things. We will go in order of... Screw it. Most likely to make the best soup. Mojave, who are you and why do you exist?
Hello. Hi, I'm Daybreakathon. I exist to swerve left on whatever the ST expects. I can't help it. It just happens. I stream on my own channel, Daybreakathon. I play video games, whatever I want, whenever I can. Sometimes I also do art. Like the character art. I did the character art for the characters who have art, and my commissions are open if you'd like me to do some art for you as well. I've also written a couple of fantasy novels that I highly recommend you check out because I worked very hard on them. The third one is in the works. Hopefully it'll be coming out sooner or later. Stream, books, art. That's... Oh, right, I'm here, and now at this time where I play Mojave, obviously. And on the other days when things happen, the Fridays when things happen, I can be found playing Hatfield the Bruja, in Oxford's Ashes. That, I think, is everything except, as always, my dog says hello.
Puppy. the next
Hello, puppers.
for the assistance with the magic. Cloudburst, who are you and why do you exist?
Hello, everyone. I am Lord Radon, and I exist to help solve problems. But you know what? For once, that goes to Mojave. I'm not expecting it to happen again. But I will occasionally be here on Mondays as Cloudburst, Thursdays as Andre the Cow in our Blood Price game, and may or may not be here for another game in the future at some point. It's tough to say, but it'll happen when it happens. But yeah.
And then this is kind of a dead tie, so this is in no particular order. Anxiety, who are you and why do you exist?
Hey, I'm Slip, and I exist to heal the emotional wounds I inflicted on myself with a different kind of emotional manipulation. I also play a really cool radical dude here on Mondays named Anxiety, obviously. And on Fridays, Slip of Clan Rizferatu. Where I sometimes make things, where I sometimes make things and then otherwise just I'm hustling. That's it. I'm hustling.
Real fucking hustler.
Can't stop, won't stop.
And then Morningstar, who are you and why do you exist?
Hey everyone. Listen, I'm still trying to figure out why I exist. When I find the answer, I will let you know. I'm here on Mondays as Morningstar, as you can tell. I'm also here every other Thursday for our Blood Price game as Nexus. And on Fridays, I am here as Akron. And there are future things you will see me on here that are coming. They're in the works. They will happen when they happen. I'm also a part of Lanyap Gaming. You can find all of our stuff on YouTube at some point relatively soon. I believe after the holidays is when we're going to be coming out with new content, so that'll be really cool. So keep an eye out on Lanyap to see what we're up to. I also do spicy content. If you're into that sort of thing, you can find all my stuff in the links, and you can find me all over the internet as the Risa Rave. My only request is that you be respectful, or else.
Or else you will end up in the trunk. My brain. I have been your Cosmic GM. I am Softonomicon, here on Table of Horrors. On Mondays, I run the Flood. How many times can I say run in a sentence? Our Shadowrun game here on Table of Horrors, which, I will say, will be going on hiatus in December after hopefully our season 1 will end this year, and then we'll start again next year. On Thursdays, normally it is, depending on either or, it is Blood Price or Return to Silence. Return to Silence has also been on hiatus until the new year. Can you tell that the DM is going away for about a month? And then Blood Price, I believe, will have one more game before its hiatus. But I will happily and desperately be back in the new year to continue our games because I love them and I play with my friends. On my own channel, which I do have one. Hold on, before that. Fridays I play Ebony, the one who's dying a little inside. Emo princess, someone save her, she's a Ventru. God help her. No one can.
We're trying.
Even I can't.
Truly, we are trying. At some point, it will work. We will save her.
Only murder will save her now. On my own channel, I am a variety streamer, normally video games or artwork. Lately with video games, when streaming is possible. The holiday season is nuts. Me and Day play Baldur's Gate 3. And then I do art. I am an artist.
Yes, you do.
The model you see talking now and our overlay, actually all the overlays for my games I have done myself. I will happily do overlays, intros, models if you want. I'm shockingly good at them now. I taught myself things. Now happily make some for you. Also just character art. I have a Patreon where I'm making a coloring book known as the Periodic Table of Monsters. Apparently it's very good according to Riss.
It is. It's fantastic. You guys should totally check it out so that you can print those sheets out and color them.
Yes, it's only $3 and you can get them all. I am Shiv's Hedgehog husband. I don't think I'm missing anything on my end.
No?
My keyboard is in a
That's
weird
it.
place. As long as they have not disappeared from my thing. We are gonna go raiding on Lost Caravan RPG. They are playing... Don't know, tabletop RPGs. Of course it doesn't have a dang title. They're very fun to watch. We can't go until... Mojave, says the line.
First it was the game of tag, now it's the bowl of soup. What am I doing here?
Doing your best.